me too as well. Alright, let me go try to type.
But like even the game code said CP underscore Titan.
Yeah, but then for
So
Shaolin it said disco, didn't it? So
it's disco, but there's still disco in there. And if everything else about the leak was right, then I'm inclined to think that it was at one point Titan, but they changed it for some reason.
I like to know these sources. I like to know who
I
the
don't
snake is, you
actually
know?
know them. Like,
Well, it was the
It could
Gaming
just be
Revolution
their,
was the first person to,
well, it's a guy he knows that is a playtester. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but
Why do people leak these though? Because they get nothing from it. Like, they don't get nothing
I don't
from it. They
know.
don't get any exposure or anything like that. So I don't understand why. Why, you
Just to be
know?
the
Like,
first to do it. Just to be the first.
but it's not the first because it's not like, it's not the YouTubers are not the testers. Yet it's the testers giving the YouTubers the information, but they're getting nothing from it. Like, so they're not getting first for anything because there's like the Gaming Revolution was the first person to get the leak, and he proved it on his Twitter. Like he proved it with a tweet that he had months because there was one on Reddit and everybody was like, who's your source? Who's your source? You must be because you're the same guy that leaked World
well,
War Two.
it
But
was with it was the same thing as DLC 3. He had like a huge, or for Black Ops 3, I think he had like a huge Guard Crovey leak before it came out,
yeah, but I
and
think
nobody
that was
believed him.
wrong. I think that was actually wrong. Because I've spoke to people before and they're,
I
oh,
can't remember.
why'd you believe the Gaming Revolution for? He's always wrong. And I'm like, no, he's not. It's like he's always right. Oh, but he was wrong about Gara Crovey. And I was like, name another. Like, you know what I mean? You've just named one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's been right about a lot of stuff. Like his source is pretty legit. I know a lot of information about the DLC 5 leak, mind. Like that DLC 5 leak, I somewhat knew
Oh
it
yeah.
was true all the way before, and I just didn't want to believe it. But there were some big YouTubers involved in that leak. Um, and there were some legal issues getting thrown about it as well.
Oh yeah. I heard all about that a couple
Yeah,
days ago.
yeah, and obviously the one and only World War II leaker was part of it as well.
Uh, that's just funny to make fun of at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's getting a lot of hate on our channel at the minute. I feel sorry for him, man.
Oh, she put it upon herself.
Do you think there's going to be legal action there, like proper legal action, or do you think
Oh
it's
no, because she's not the one who actually leaked it. It was some other dude that gave it to her.
it's
So
like
it's either someone like hacked into the Activision servers and like took it out, or is somebody from the trailer studio that actually took it.
it's bad, isn't it? It's bad.
Yeah.
Right,
would cost them
what's up,
like
chat?
it would cost them so much in legal fees to go after
She would just
that for
play.
something that's already out now and pointless. Be
Yeah,
waste of money.
she would probably just play public information, wouldn't she? I expect.
Well,
But
if
No, I
is
mean
it?
just overall from their point of view, it's not worth the
if
expenditure and
someone
cost.
hacked the servers, then they're obviously gonna try and throw them under the bus as much as possible. But if it's someone internal, they're just gonna fire them probably.
Yeah, if they find them. Right, let me say hello
Oh
to
yeah, that's
everybody.
assuming they find them.
What is up, homies? Welcome to episode 7 of Zombies Round Table. We've got some pretty interesting stories in today. We were just chatting pre-stream, and then I just started the stream so you could just tune in and listen to see what we was talking about and slagging off other YouTubers. It was all Bbat and Beater slagging them off. I wasn't doing anything. Nah,
Yeah.
I just turned my mic on. It was Bbat and it was Bbat and
I didn't say
Hellraiser.
any names. Thing.
But yeah, we got
When I
Bbat,
said her,
everybody.
it could have been.
Bbat,
Oh.
the second person in the world, the second by 20 seconds, if you do
20
not take into consideration the stream delay for Twitch, which is longer than YouTube. But the second
Well,
person,
it still was 20.
yeah,
by the way.
the second person in the world to complete Ghost and Skull Hop in Attack of the Radioactive thing with your boy Smart Guy. This one of the smartest zombie guys on the nets right now. We have also got Beto420, Mr. Chi.
Hello.
And we also have Hellraiser in the house.
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing
What's
tonight?
going on? What's going on? Let me say hello to a few people first. Proximity, welcome to the stream. Lisa Clark, what is up? La Plague, SS Rain, what is up? Actually, I'm probably going to skip saying hello to everybody today. I'm probably going to get straight into the information. I'll say hello to a few of you. Mitchell, what's up, my man? Chase, what is up? Angry Pineapple, what is up? Potsy in the house, what is up, dude? You got Huge Arse and Mitchell Verkest, what is up, homies? You are late. I am late. Sorry, yeah, it was because I didn't make a thumbnail or anything, and now I have. So yeah, sorry I'm a little bit late. And we just had an update as well. We've all just had an update as well. If you haven't noticed it, we've had an update. iRockZ in the house. What is up? Razor Stealth. What is up? What is up? Thanks for the free soul key. You're more than welcome. You know me and those free soul keys. Be loving that stuff. Who else got in there? Jared Potts, what is up? Welshify, what is up? Frankie, Shane, Nacho, Puncher. What is up? Lion, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. Thomas Norton in the house. What is up, my homie? La Plague, I think I might have said hello to you already. Brownman as well. What is up, Brownman? Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to the stream. If you don't know what podcast is, the podcast, okay? London is my country. Yeah, good one. If you don't know what a podcast is, I might put some gameplay on in a minute. I might just crack on some gameplay. It depends how involved in the conversation we get. I might jump into some gameplay. But a podcast is... There's pretty much no gameplay on stream. So if you do some homework or you're just put this in your ear. You don't have to watch the actual stream. Just listen to us. That's basically the gist of it. So we've got a few stories today. We're going to be talking about Attack of the Radioactive Thing. And is there any more in Attack of the Radioactive Thing? We've also got some exclusive leaks already for DLC 4 and its wonder weapons, which is going to be very interesting to talk about. We've got brand new weapons just added in an update today. So we're going to have a little talk about those weapons as well. We'll jump on screen to them pretty shortly. We're also going to talk over DLC 4 and its predictions as well. What we would like to see, what we think there might be. And so on and so on. What is Jason Blundell confirms? Jason Blundell confirms there will be no standalone zombies game. Yes, we already know. We're not going to talk about that. I don't really care, to be honest. You're the best source for COD Zombies news. Well, thank you. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but when it comes to IW, then I would say I'm the best. But thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I mean, there's no one really else covering IW Zombies right now, so I suppose you've really got no choice. I've got the monopoly right now of the market, so... right, so let's go into... let's talk about Attack. Let's talk about some Attack of the Radioactive Thing. Is there any more in Attack of the Radioactive Thing? I had someone come to me today saying there might be another music Easter egg in Attack. I don't think there's going to be another music Easter egg in there, do you? It would have been found by now, surely.
No, because unless it's like not in the music menu, because people already check the music menu on PC.
Yeah,
so
I feel like there's got to be something that's held up for Xbox and PC, because I mean they got a lot of positive response from the last Easter egg, like the treasure one from what's his name, Savage.
Yeah.
Like people really liked that. There was a lot of positive response. I mean, even PlayStation, where players are saying, "Oh, that's so awesome that you guys saved something for Xbox and PC." So I would assume, come beginning of August, there'll be some, I mean, we'll have to go through and try to interact with stuff again and see if they opened up something.
Do you think they'll add another, like, troll Easter egg, like a third one to this map?
Good.
Well, I mean, I hope so. In the code it said something about a troll, but that was linked to... Here's another one to talk about quickly. This was time-gated, this Easter egg, right?
It was? Oh, well, like a week.
I've got an image in my inbox right now. Moveface, what is up? In that image, it shows the code number for the calling card, for the Make 'em Score calling card. Okay, it was number 189, I think. And I've also got an image of all the calling cards, and it only goes up to 188. There is no 189. That calling card was not in where the calling cards were. It just wasn't in there.
It's not in the PC version, I know that much, because that's what we were trying to figure out before, but it's in the PS4 version.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that, of course. Why didn't that come across my head? Of course it wasn't in the PC version. It's like, they're out on PC yet, is it?
Because Trolltastic was added to PC before launch, and so was the message rerouted, but Make 'em Squeal was left out.
Yeah.
That's right.
That didn't even come to my mind. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because I've got images which they just wasn't in there. So no, maybe it wasn't time gated then. Yeah, so maybe there will be one for PC.
Well, it was for a point, because the calling card wasn't even, like, the challenge wasn't even in the game until like a week or two.
Yeah, we had a few days, right, without it before it came out. It was in the first hot patch.
Yeah.
Well, we could have done it before then, right?
When
no, because
came
there was
out.
no challenge or anything.
Yeah, when the challenge came out, I think that's when it was possible to do. But I made a video saying it was time gated because I had some information and some images, but they were from PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
But of course, PlayStation 4 gets the exclusives, so we wouldn't have been able to find out that yet because it's not even out on PC. So that makes a hell of a lot of sense that it wasn't in the code. But what was weird, what was in the PC code was the actual name of the calling card, which at the time I thought it was Feed the Hungry. There was that Make 'em Squeal wasn't there to start with, and that's how we knew it was for DLC 3.
It was in there, but they were like scrambled all over the place.
Ah, right, yeah. From the information I got,
yeah,
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when the actual
they
card
watch
come
every
out.
time. I mean, they're gonna keep making it harder for people to find because they see who finds stuff and when they find it and how they found it, and they're coders and stuff. So they're going like, well, how can we hide? You know, I mean, how can we hide stuff better?
Yeah,
or
but
spread it out,
when are they going to start doing that? It's DLC 4 now, and now we just find out about more wonder
Yep.
weapons. Like, it's too late.
Exactly.
Like, it's too late to start making it harder for us to find it. You know, they embrace it. They actually embrace it. Infinite Warfare embrace it. If you go back to when Zombies in Spaceland come out and everybody started digging through the codes to look for the candy boxes off the floor for the perks, on the actual boxes themselves it says like, what are you? If you're able to read this, you shouldn't be in here. Like, you shouldn't be able to read this. Blah blah blah.
It was mostly a joke. I think that was.
Yeah, but it is a joke, but it's embracing it at the same
yeah.
time. You know, they know people are going to be in there, so they know people are going to find it. We got 14-year-old little boys going in with dump files, like literally just like right click on your computer, dump file. Like, I tell my little girl could do that, you know, and that's how we're getting half of this information. Like,
Exactly.
No, I mean like things like Make 'em Squeal. Like Make 'em Squeal wasn't there. No one knew anything. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they're like, bang, here's this, and you could go find it.
Exactly.
Even
You know,
then,
there's all the other ingredients that you can't use in attack. You know what I mean? All the salts and the pool cleaner and all that
That's
type
what
of stuff.
I thought it was gonna like.
So
you'd
they
have
can
to
hang
make
on to that
something,
stuff and
but-
just toss something in. You know what I
so
mean?
do you think
Just throw in
bleach could be
some
used for
shit.
something then? Because bleach is not used for anything, is it?
See, that's what I was
Either the
thinking.
pool
It could all.
cleaner, or the salt, or the
Yeah.
food coloring, or you know what I mean,
Mhm.
or the ice.
Well, when I saw
Like,
like,
what was all that
description
for?
and everything, like
No
I
idea.
thought you had to make like a certain kind of food using the chemical step, and then you have to feed it to something, and that would be like after Xbox, it'd be like a control-tastic.
Yeah.
But the troll calling cards for this one are the challenges. There was just shoot something and hold square on something. Like, it was kind of like
Oh, dude, I was so
So
disappointed.
we went through.
I'm so
And,
disappointed. I'm even
and
disappointed
listened
with
to
Make 'em
a bunch of
Squeal.
stuff. Well, they
Yeah.
talk about there's different recipes and things that are spoken of. They talk about, you know, using lipids and clean ethanol to make glycerol and mixed
no,
acid. to make
glycerol
nitrated
is for the
glycerol.
nuke.
No, but I'm saying there's other recipes in there. Like lipids or fats, and they talk about you can make lipids by having copper and fat, which is pennies and fat. And then they said to make
You sure? Because I listened to
mixed
all of
acid,
them,
you have
and-
sulfuric acid and nitric acid, and you need a cooling agent.
Yeah, that's used for a bomb too.
No, I know what you're saying, and
Yeah.
I appreciate what you're saying, but I'm saying there's a lot of recipes that they talk about on the radios that don't get used for any of the bombs. And there's a lot of chemicals that he says can be made from different things that he talks about that are around the map. So I feel like, you know what I mean, as the map goes on, like what would be the point of putting all the extra stuff in there? What's the point of being able to interact with the pool cleaner? Or the bleach?
I believe
the
someone else
ice
actually
or the food
transcribed all of the radios somewhere. There was on Reddit at one point, all the transcribed radios.
Yeah.
But
There
Like, there's
could be
stuff they
something
talk
else.
about, like,
There could be something else in attack. The chances of it being there is probably not good, but there could be something in there.
And they can change the radio audio clips and the little numbers on those boards very easily.
well, there's a good one when you're talking about numbers. What about the valve systems, the gas valve systems with the colors at the beginning? That's an old. That's an old. That's not.
oh,
That doesn't look right.
like what do you mean by that?
You know when you got to do the crowbar step and you put in a
Oh, the
combination.
colors on the numbers.
Yeah. you
Yeah,
see-
there's all the different colors on it and stuff.
yeah, like a purple, a red. Like, what's all that about? That's not ordinary, you know.
Could be
It might
something
just
else
be
in that,
like
but
a
I
pressure valve. That
And didn't
has
they
it.
say there was
I'm
some
not
just
sure.
deep stuff in this one that they were going to start putting stuff that they figured we wouldn't find?
You can never tell with Infinite Warfare because they say these things and
They said
there
the main
isn't.
Easter egg was gonna take 100 hours.
yeah, well there you are.
Yeah,
Like,
but the
there's no-
main Easter egg, you know it's there. People know it's there, and they know that, and the game's going to always kind of funnel you towards it.
The thing is, they locked us. The reason they said 100 hours is because they put all their eggs into that basket of the chemical step, and it only took somebody like people couldn't work it out. And as the likes of Noah, I know Noah was watching to work that chemical step out because I was watching both of them at the same time. And one person was getting a step right, and the next minute Noah J was getting a step right. And I was like, yeah, I know where you're watching because I'm watching the same guy right now. And it
Well,
was NGT. It was NGT, the one that was getting there and working it all out at the time. Like he was working out bit by bit by bit. Next minute, both NGT and Noah are like neck and neck because they're they're watching each other, like, you know. So they
Yeah.
basically put all their eggs into that basket, that chemical step, like, because all the rest of the Easter egg was pretty much easy after that, you know. It's like all fine.
Exactly.
Blue faces.
Yeah.
You know what I find strange? The fact you can continue to summon Elvira and fill up those files after the main Easter egg.
Well, yeah,
I
I
think
don't know.
that's just so she can revive you and go around and stuff. That's the
Yeah,
whole
that's like
point
David
of it. It's
Hasselhoff,
like
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the Silver Protector from Shadows and all that.
Yeah, but again, like that becomes pretty useless when you get past round 20 because
Oh yeah.
you can't use
But I
anything.
think it's just there for new players and public matches.
Yeah, you can't really fill it up after past round 20. Well, you can, but it's just gonna take you a little
No.
while. So, complete those contracts easy. 90 keys. Yeah, 90 keys today. We were moaning about 90 keys because none of us have had 90 keys yet, and yet we were advertised 90 keys. So yeah, that 100-hour Easter egg that was meant to take longest. I bet they were gobsmacked in the studio. Like I can't believe it took them 24
Probably.
hours. Like, you know, it was literally 24 hours on a dot. Like that, it was that quick.
Or how Ray was supposed to take us 3 days, and it was probably the easiest Easter egg ever.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
know what?
God, 6
I
hours.
think
Would
they
it take you
probably
6
actually
hours,
kind of
Dame?
like it. You know, when they say 100 hours and it gets done in 24, I bet you they're like, all right. You know what I mean? Like it's a kind of almost like a challenge of being like, okay. Like,
They need to put
well,
rocks
then we can make
somewhere.
it harder.
on a
No,
stupid ledge.
no rocks.
Give us
No
some rocks. I would do anything
No.
to have an Easter egg that lasts more than a day, you know? Well, I mean, Shaolin was 36 hours or 33 hours, but
You're walking a fine line with me here. Dude.
I've been saying it for ages. Just put some rocks in there, I beg you. Just do a Revelations on us, please. Please do a Revelations on us.
You're gonna give me a heart attack.
But the longest Easter egg was Zombies in Spaceland, and the only reason that was the longest Easter egg to do was because of the difficulty of the boss fight. Like,
And then they made it easier after.
and then they made it, yeah, basically. I mean, yeah, they did. I was gutted I didn't do the East. I was gutted that I didn't do it on the difficult time. I wanted to do it then. Like, I was gutted that I
Yeah.
didn't do it before the patch. I wanted to be a pre-patch Zombies in Spaceland guy, but I wasn't. But yeah, that's been the longest Easter egg so far. Like I'm saying, they put all their eggs in one basket when it comes to this one, and they thought the chemical step was gonna stump us all, but it just took someone like NGT, a little bit older, a little bit more like just somewhat experienced than me, because he's been doing it for a long time. And
I think I figured it out either the same time or like before. I'm not 100%, but like everyone basically started to figure it out at the same time as each other, whether or not they were watching someone else, and it wasn't too difficult because you just had to try different ways of doing it that it led you to, like the blue number and the red number and all the.
well, I just couldn't
equations they give
understand
to
what he
you.
was talking about on the radios. That was my problem. He was just talking about sulfate and
Oh,
sulfur,
yeah.
and I was just like,
You had to piece together the radios. Like some of them would tell you what an ingredient was, like what kind of chemical it was, and then the other ones were telling you the different combinations, and it was just getting the battery ones and listening to them all and writing them down.
yeah, I just
Yeah, the
couldn't.
battery ones told you how to make the end thing and what the end thing needed to
And
be.
not
Yeah.
only that, I got that problem as well. I've got one cup in my ear, so I'm running around in a circle trying to listen to these freaking radios, and it's like, so you need to add sulfur sulfate to.
If you try to solve that thing
Like,
solo, I just, it was just a bad time if you were trying to figure out that Easter egg, because there's a lot of stuff they put in there. It's like you need someone to hold the zombie for you.
Well, they made it hard for solo to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, that's what I
Very,
mean,
very
like-
hard. I mean, most solo people, normal solo people, it's gonna be hard for them to do that anyway.
Yeah, it needed a
That-
two-player,
that
one
Easter
person
egg.
running a zombie, one person listed radios, literally writing down it word by word, and then that was it. They could have probably figured it out from there, but apart from
Yeah,
that,
that's what I did.
that was it. It was find a bunch of zombie parts. That was the first, but that was it. That was the Easter egg. Find a bunch of zombie parts. Do a reaction
But it-
time test. Get a bomb code. Do the chemical step. Go to the boss fight. Like that was it. That was that was it. You know.
That's it.
There's a lot
That's
of there's
That's
not a
it.
lot of math. There's like basic math you have to do, like multiplication and dividing and stuff, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, I forgot about that part. But now, since like the the pictures come out and stuff, it's been a lot easier to do all that now. But
Oh yeah.
I'm really disappointed
I think
in.
they should put in like a solo Easter egg and then a co-op Easter egg.
Alright, that.
But they want everything to be available for everybody. That's like
Yeah.
one thing they advertised when it came out. Like they wanted everybody to be able to do the Easter eggs, no matter if it was harder on solo or harder on co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just put both in there. You know what
Which
I mean?
is kind of weird considering Space Line's easier solo, which is weird. So
Well, because it's hard to make
Yeah.
one that's you know what I mean, that's not going to be more difficult like one way or the other.
yeah,
And a lot of times too, you have, I mean, there's a whole demographic of people that just want to play solo, that don't like playing a co-op. You know what I mean? That like just running around and doing their own thing on their own time and being able to pause and all
Yeah.
that. And when you make something, you know, if you make it too co-op geared, then it's like people are going to lose interest in the game because then you have to play public, and sometimes public gets.
Oh god,
well,
no,
that's the
it's
issue with
public.
Black Ops 3.
Yep.
Besides the last.
Don't say
four
that.
Easter
Don't say
eggs.
that. Don't say those words in here.
I'm sorry. I can
Talk about
say I
that.
have issues with the game.
Um, I think they were going to add some more Easter eggs to this map. I don't think there is any in there right
Oh,
now.
sure.
I don't know. I don't think there's any in there right now. There can't be any.
Well, there's another question. Do you think they were crunched for time on this map?
That was very suspicious, right? Everything that went down.
Because I'm willing to bet Activision's like, we don't want you guys to work on this map for too long. We want you to rush this out because World War II is coming in and this game isn't selling that well. So we need you guys to just rush out the DLC, and that's what I'm fearing for DLC.
Nothing,
4,
girl,
is that
what's
they're
up?
gonna try and push it out.
No, dude, bro, I guarantee you, Activision had those dates and that calendar long in advance.
It's the lack of advertisement as well. That's the weird thing. There's
Like,
something
yeah,
more.
Yeah,
Blizzard,
that's it.
Activision Blizzard is just mad. They're not just changing it. Like,
I mean,
oh,
we got the
hurry up,
game
it's
before we
okay.
got the trailer.
I know.
Yeah.
Leroy
got
said,
the
"Come
game
in,
before we got the
you come
trailer."
in when we were playing the first time. Come in," and he was like, "How you doing? Are you enjoying the game? Are you enjoying the map?" And we're like, "Yeah, but like, what's wrong? What's up with the trailer, bro?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's coming out in the AM tomorrow," and it was released like 6 hours later. And I'm like, I think I asked him. I was
What's
like,
the
"What's
point?"
I was like, "What's the deal with that? Why?" I mean, I didn't get a reply. He left anyway. I think he was stream jumping
On
that day. Or
Tw-
didn't want to answer, but
On Twitter, he was saying like it was because they're crunched for time between World War II advertisement and Zombie Chronicles.
is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see
You can
that.
find it in the tweet if you want it. It's a little far
Move
back.
face. That's a good answer. I thought they did that because they don't release trailers for 50s movies.
They thought he did that because he didn't sure. That's what somebody else kept saying, but that's just silly in my opinion. That's
I just like it because Moveface said it.
because then they released a trailer anyway. So like, well, that doesn't even make sense. Like, you know, they still released the trailer, but on the actual day. You know,
Yeah, that was weird.
you don't not promote your game because 50s don't have trailers. You know, you just don't do that. It's just not.
It was a strange.
But yeah, the crunch for
Another
time
reason
thing.
he said was that people who care about the game already know about it, so there's no point in releasing a trailer too early because everybody already knows about it.
That's
That was
bullshit.
another
That's
thing.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's.
Everybody knows about Black Ops 3 Treyarch. Everybody knows about World War II is getting rammed down your throat now. Like you haven't finished your greens and your mum is there trying to make you eat them. Like they're getting rammed down your throat. Well, we know about World War
Yeah.
II, so why are you ramming it down our throat? How can he say that? He can't. It's like being told to say that. You know, that's not true. That is not Lee Ross. Lee Ross wouldn't say that. That's somebody else saying that, for telling him to say that, because Lee Ross wants to promote his game. He loves his game. We know he does, and we
Here
know
we
he
go.
put a lot of time in it.
Yep.
He does not. That's not Lee Ross saying that. That's no way is that Lee Ross saying I don't care. No way. He would do anything it takes to promote that game. I know that he's put things on Twitter that he's not meant to. I know he's shared things that he's not meant to, just because he's passionate about what he's making and he wants people to see it. So no way would he do that. Like that's not an attitude to have about a multi-billion-pound franchise. You know?
Exactly.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah,
they
his
know.
whole
They know what
thing
it is.
Was Rave Calendar didn't, like he's talking about why Rave had a trailer but Attack didn't. Rave Calendar didn't have Chronicles and World War II needing to be present, nor E3, and that gives gazillion announcements that stem from the show. But it was after E3, so I don't know
Yeah,
why they
I
couldn't
do
have
know.
just put out a trailer.
I do know. I think me and Potts is in the chat. We were chatting to Lee Ross once, and he did explain that they have to be very careful when they're releasing, because they had E3 at the time, they had Zombies Chronicles, but think
That was
Zombie
way
Chronicles
after.
Xbox release, and then think when IW come out. Like there was like a month there, A month.
I think assuming that it is in any way up to Lee or even Brian when they are releasing advertising material and stuff like that. I
No.
mean, I think it comes down to Activision's ad department,
Yep.
and they decide when they want to release stuff and what about what, and they could really give two shits about a lot of, you know what I mean? For them, it's
They're shadowing Infinite
what are we
Warfare.
gonna do? World War II. We need to get a bunch of money. We want to start people pre-ordering. We want those pre-orders because we want that money as soon as we can.
You
get
can
it.
tell they're shadowing. You can tell they're
it's
shadowing
very-
Infinite Warfare because if you just go to the Twitter of Call of Duty for the past 4 months, maybe 3-4 months, right? All it has been on their Twitter is World War II. We're not even
No,
halfway
because it's
through a
not gonna,
season.
it doesn't make as much money. And Activision is just looking at dollars. You know what I mean? Infinite Warfare doesn't make the money that Black
No,
Ops
I
3
know that.
makes.
I know
hate
that. I
saying
know
it,
that.
even here.
I know
You
that.
know, World War II is gonna make so much more anyway. Like,
Probably already has in pre-orders.
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you know,
Well,
$100. Give me your money now, and
well,
you can have
that's
it in
the-
November.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna Activision. Like, I'm pretty sure Infinity Ward doesn't want to rush it out, but I'm betting you Activision probably wants to rush out DLC 4 just because they want to get it out of the gate so that they can start just 100% staying on World War II.
World War II.
Look, they
yeah,
just want to
promoting
brush it
it
under the
and
carpet,
everything.
don't they? I expect they didn't even want to release
Yeah.
DLC 4. They'd rather just scrap a lot of it right now and be like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just make everybody gag for zombie content and everybody's going to buy World War II. Like, for all they know, from what I've heard already, from some YouTubers, they're already saying that World War II is not going to be what people are expecting. And this is coming from a big YouTuber as well. One that likes the shit talk
What do you mean by that?
every zombie games apart from Treyarch. Meaning that
Like,
we're
it's gonna-
we're told that, like, we're all meant to agree at the minute that World War II is going to be like the next Treyarch is going to be amazing. But I've heard from particular YouTubers, not directly but from third parties, that they're already worried about World War II, and it's going to be another Advanced Warfare. There's not going to be a lot to talk about. Storyline's not going to be as big as we're all thinking, and things like.
People are overhyping that so much. I think. Like, oh man, this is exactly like Treyarch's story.
They're
Like, you
just
can't
they're supposed to. They're expecting it's going to be just like what everybody else is used to doing with zombies. They're expecting it's all supposed to be the same.
Like, even with Infinite Warfare, you can't just expect them to have a huge storyline that's like has 8 years worth of content.
I
Like,
know.
you have to start from somewhere, and that's the thing with IW. Like, they're so quick to dismiss it. But when you were playing Deriz, was there a bunch of stuff there? Like, other side from a couple of radios? Like, what were you know? You're in a German facility. But with IW, they give you a lot of stuff, but it's not gonna be as huge as the huge timeline we got for Chronicles and stuff. Like, it's not gonna be that big, and you can't expect it to be that big.
No. Yo,
That's
Marcus,
that's
what is
the
up,
big
man?
problem.
No, but and that's it now. With IW, they've cut it off. You know they've cut it off. It's going to be a year-long storyline, and that's it. Done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
It
cut off.
sucks.
They're not going to build a story
'Cause
for it.
I really like
Yeah,
it.
no, they
but
moved on to a
it's
different.
just-
They moved on to Sledgehammer. You know what I mean? Treyarch did their stuff and stretched it out for a long time and made a bunch of money. And Infinite Warfare.
And I fear for the
did their
future
stuff, and it
of
didn't-
Infinite Warfare Zombies.
Well, I mean, I hope we get DLC 4 really fast. I mean, that would be nice to have real fast, though. But not for the wrong reason, I wouldn't think.
It would
Yeah,
be
for
For
good.
the wrong reason. I would like to have it right now to play it. Yes,
Well-
that would be great to do.
What's the date now? It is July. So June, July,
25th.
August, September, October, November. So there's a 4-month break until the game comes out. Actually, let's say it's a 3-month break right now because let's just say it's August the 1st, which is 6 days. So we've got August, June, July, August, September, October, and then it's beginning
Well,
of
the
November.
beta-
So
the
it's
beta's
3
gonna come
months. So it's basically 3 months we've got, and Xbox hasn't even come out yet. That's going to be 2 weeks. So I reckon we're looking at like 4 literally 3 or 4 weeks after it comes out on Xbox. We're gonna get DLC 4. Then the 30 days after is gonna
Well,
come
you-
out on.
Because DLC 4 last year came out first week of September, so it was, and this game's following the same schedule pretty much, except
Yeah.
DLC 3 came a week earlier. So you could really expect it last week of August if you're thinking about it.
Yeah, August and yeah.
But the problem is, the World War II beta is the 25th of August to the first week of September. So I don't know what they're gonna fit in there, to be honest.
It's disgusting.
Like,
They're
if
not gonna
they're
do the
even-
same. Big Tuna, what's up, my man? They're gonna do exactly the same, aren't they? They're not gonna advertise it. They're not gonna push it.
Oh
They're
yeah.
just gonna
Probably
sneakily drop it.
less.
Look what happened with Look what happened with DLC 3 for Xbox. I can't fucking believe they done that. Did you see what they done? Like,
What'd they do?
they
What are
wasn't.
you talking about?
Lee Ross shared on Twitter that Xbox was coming out 6 hours before it was released, and then I find out a couple of weeks later, by who I'm not gonna say, that he wasn't even meant to do that.
Oh, for DLC 2, you mean, Shaolin?
Yeah, I think Lee Ross actually said it publicly in one of my live streams once. He said I wasn't meant to do that. I got told off for that, or whatever happens. Yeah, I swear to God, like. They wasn't even gonna tell anybody it was coming out on Xbox. They were just gonna drop it sneakily, and then let people download. Like, that is unheard of in a Call of Duty game. Like, people are oblivious if they think any different, that they're not trying to push it under the carpet, like it's an embarrassment, like it's like the ugly child. You know,
Yeah.
it's really bad. It's really bad.
I mean, I love the game.
I do. I
this
hope
is
for
my
the
favorite
franchise
zombie
that
I mean, I
World War
love
II
it.
does really,
I mean,
really
I
good.
love it.
But at the same time, I do hope it flops at the same time, because it'd be like, maybe you shouldn't put all your eggs in that basket, and you should have looked after IW a little bit more. Because in 2 years, IW would be the greatest game in the world. Oh, IW was amazing. Can't believe IW. Now we're playing this. Now we're playing this shit now. IW was great. When
It's the
Ghost
same
come
thing
out,
with
Ghost was the
Extinction.
worst game on the
Everyone-
planet. It was the meme of
Yeah.
YouTube. And now I go on Reddit, everyone's like, oh, Ghost was pretty good. I really, really like Ghost. 130 upvotes. Oh, Ghost was an amazing game. Like, what are you on about? You were the same kid 2 years ago that said it was the worst game on this planet and memeing it like,
Yeah.
that's
I see a bunch
my
of posts
opinion
like,
on
I loved Extinction, I hope we get it back. It's like, you didn't like Extinction though. Like, all
Yeah.
these YouTubers hyping up Extinction. It's like, everyone complained that Extinction wasn't replayable and all that, but now you're suddenly super excited that it's coming back. Like, I don't
it. Well, I hope it's
understand.
not coming back. I mean, I haven't played Extinction. I haven't had the pleasure of playing it, but
I've
I
never
have saw
played it
someone.
either.
I saw someone play it, and it was just like a struggle to stay alive, like just a constant struggle to stay
Yeah.
alive, and that is not.
It's pretty fun. Like, it's not terrible.
It's not zombies though, is it? It's not zombies. That's
No,
the
it's
thing.
not.
It's
No,
not zombies.
that's-
Like,
At DLC 4, it's not going to be Extinction, but it's going to have probably Extinction elements, or at least...
got all these
and then
YouTubers
well,
pushing. Oh,
yeah.
you zombies is saturated. Zombies is saturated. Well, then what is multiplayer? Is that not saturated?
Summer,
Like,
They would not complain that it's saturated if Jarek made a game every year. I'm just saying.
I feel so weird when
No,
he
you're
talks
right.
about if you thought zombies were hard and to think of it changing to not being zombies. Because even on the game, when you go to the menu, you select the word is zombies to go to play
zombies.
Yeah.
this
It's
section.
advertised.
yeah,
So
for
if there's
Extinction,
not
you
zombies,
click
it's like
zombies.
aliens instead of zombies. Like,
Yes.
The
I
You
couldn't-
season
click
pass says you get
zombies,
4
and it
zombies
took you to
max.
Extinction.
I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine a Call of Duty without zombies. I don't know what I would do for that year.
Yeah.
I couldn't play another
Well, that's
game.
why it
Well,
comes out
that's-
every year.
Well,
Unless
some are
it's
saying that's
alien
what we're gonna
zombies.
get for our next DLC name.
No, we're not getting Extinction. I don't know why people are thinking.
No,
that.
and some are saying it's gonna be like Extinction.
No, it's going to be rank based. It's not, they're not going to change. They're not going to switch up the whole.
They're
The
just going to
whole
have Extinction
play.
elements in it.
Yeah, it's not going to be like Extinction. They're just like you said. I thought there was going to be another game mode. Actually, to be honest, I'm pretty sure there was another game mode coming called Chaos
You
or
think so?
Chaotic. Well, again, it's just what people have said to me through the codes and stuff. But there's so much leftover code from the last game. I just don't know what's what
Yeah.
anymore, to be honest. So, I did think there was another game mode coming. But I don't. It would be nice
be
to have
pretty
another game
interesting.
mode. It would be nice. But they're not going to put any time into
Yeah.
this game now. It doesn't matter. Even if it was a part.
no, they're not. I mean, Call of Duty, like it didn't make the amount of money. I mean, Infinite Warfare didn't make the amount of money they wanted it to make. I'm trying to find this article that I remember reading on a PlayStation thing where it talked about the number of people that, they laid off a bunch of people. Also,
Did they?
Well,
yeah, it was like, let's see. Oh, here it is. I found it.
even AW.
Despite a record
after,
year, they reported they laid off 5% of publishing employees and include 20 employees at Infinity Ward. So, I mean, after the game came out, it didn't do that well. They laid off 20 people from Infinity Ward because it's just like, it doesn't make enough money. We can't pay you guys to.
That's
This is
sad.
the second game now. Infinity
Yeah.
Ward is done bad. Do you think there's a chance that they might get kicked out of the circle?
Oh, they would just absorb. They would just, you know what I mean?
Uh,
Like the people would
They
just
just
get
become
moved
part of
around.
Raven, probably.
Do you understand what I'm
And they
saying?
make
Like,
Raven a new
Put them
studio.
away completely.
Well, they need a game every year, and they have enough 3-year cycles, so either they would have to get Raven to replace them, or they'd just become part of Raven. Which
Was
I don't
Glitch and
know
Queen's
if
leak
they
a
do
big
that.
deal? Not really. The community made it a big deal. I don't know why, but it wasn't really a big deal. I didn't really care for it, to be honest. Some people
Do you
were
think
butthurt,
that
but I wasn't.
See, Infinite
they'll
Warfare, it
support-
says, was the
oh.
biggest release of the year in the UK that year, but not in the United States.
It's not compared to previous CODs. It's not as big, and that's the problem for Activision.
Yeah.
It's not that the
No,
game
they
didn't
said it was
sell well.
48% less than compared to Black Ops 3 on launch. It did 48% less.
And Black Ops 3 done even less than the one before that.
Did it?
Yeah,
thought
did it
Black
not?
No,
Ops
Black
was the
Ops
most
3 beat
successful
Advanced
game.
Warfare. Advanced
Yeah, I
Warfare
thought
did
Black
less than
Ops-
Black Ops 3 too.
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 has beat all of them so far.
Black Ops 2 done what? Did they beat Black Ops 2?
Oh, I don't know. It's
Maybe.
not talking
I
about
don't,
it.
yeah, I don't know.
I thought
Do
it
you
was on
think
a
that they'll
decline all the way.
Do you think they'll still support, like, after AW came out, Sledgehammer still supported the game with, like, new weapons and prestiges and all that and different things. Do you think Infinity Ward will get to do the same thing, or if they'll even attempt to do the same thing?
I want
Will they
it, but I
just
don't.
support the people that are playing it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because at that point, I think it's just a studio thing, not really a Activision thing. So it's just updating the game.
I think so too. I think like that, like the Chronicle stuff, and I think that's stuff that's kind of pushed forward by the developer, and they're like, hey, we'll do this and blah blah blah, because Activision's already made what they want to make off it. I mean, they get some because it's their IP, but
Yeah.
then like what Dave,
Yeah.
like you were saying, you talked to Lee, like Infinity War is really small. You know, I just read that thing. Yeah, they laid 20 people off. I mean, if you don't have
You've
that
got
many people there,
Infinity Ward's, or the development team that's working on zombies is like microscopic compared to Treyarch's.
But are
So-
they saying the zombies is bad, or the multiplayer? Are they ranking everything
The
by
multiplayer
zombies, or are they
carries
ranking it by
everything else.
multiplayer?
Yeah, the multiplayer carries, because no matter what, however we look at
multiplayer
it, the
carries it.
multiplayer is bigger than zombies, no matter what. Like it
Yeah.
just is. Like
zombies will never save anything.
yeah, I mean it just, and then it leading by example, wouldn't it? If bad people's not going to buy it, and so people don't experience the zombies anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I really hope. There is no hoping now. It's too late. DLC 4 is going to drop in 6 weeks ish, and then that's it. It's over. It's done.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. Call of Duty can wipe the sweat off their forehead and be like, thank God that's over with. Let's jump onto World War
Exactly.
Two.
Yeah, I was thinking they'd even release it before the World War II beta, just so they can get it out of the way. That's what I'm concerned about.
I think they're going to do it again. I think they're not going to advertise it again. They're not going to bother.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, they'll release it before World War II beta, just get it out of the way, and then they can go straight into World War II beta and just talk about World War II.
August.
So what's going to
September,
happen if
October.
Activision keeps their developer rotation, right? Which
Yeah.
is Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer. It's on a 3-year rotation.
Yeah.
Treyarch comes up next
Yeah.
after Sledgehammer, and then Infinity Ward. So, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's going to be tough for Infinity Ward to hold on for that long and be able to put stuff out to keep themselves like relevant, you know? Because I mean that's the whole point. Like I'm reading their developer rotation system, and they started it in 06 with Treyarch, and you know they added companies. They added Sledgehammer for Advanced Warfare, and then
Yeah, but
they
the world's
rotate through
bigger
other
than
stuff.
the world's bigger than Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer, right? They're not the only 3 gaming companies out there.
Where they're the only
Yeah.
3 working on the Call of Duty franchise for Activision.
Well,
Yeah, but
And they have a
Sledgehammer only
joint
come in.
contract.
Sledgehammer only come in 2 years ago, so anybody can jump in if they wanted to and replace anybody.
Actually, no. So according to this, Sledgehammer was actually contracted to work on the main series title for the franchise in 2010,
Yeah.
but they postponed the game in order to help Infinity Ward produce Modern Warfare 3.
Is that right?
So they've been in since 2010, and they just helped Infinity Ward with Modern Warfare 3, and then.
Well, my argument
waited
is there's
in
more than
Advanced
3
Warfare.
gaming companies out there that can make Call of Duty games. Sledgehammer
Yeah, but
will work
Activision
on-
would have to contract them out, and those 3 companies have a contract currently with Activision. That's in
for how
rotation.
long?
That's the thing is I don't know.
It's not the thing as well. Infinity
Because
Ward
Sledgehammer's the
created Call
3rd
of
one, so it
Duty.
might just end with Sledgehammer.
Infinity Ward created
Exactly.
Call of Duty and sold it to Activision, from what I've heard. So surely they've got some sort of share or right in it as well. So they're like, you're not getting rid of us. Like we're a part of it. We are, you know. Is that? Do you reckon that's
Yeah.
something?
Let's see.
Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Series
Like,
first began on Microsoft
Yeah.
Windows.
Yeah, it's scary news. I don't know what's going on with
Well,
Infinity
let's
Ward
just
right
hope
now.
for the best.
Yeah.
No, it says right here, Call of Duty games are
it's
published
just
and owned by
hard.
Activision wholly. Infinity Ward doesn't have any ownership rights of it at all.
None. Yeah, but it's not going to name all
As well, they're still
shareholders,
a
is it? Surely.
developer. Treyarch and Sledgehammer also developed several of the titles. Some games have been developed by Grey Matter, Nokia, Exact, Spark, Amaze, and all these other companies.
Like I love this game to death. That's my favorite
Me too.
zombies game. But it's like it's just hard to be optimistic about it, considering everything that's happened. As much as I
Over
want to
15
be
billion in sales.
excited for everything.
I do get excited
I just don't
when I get information and news and pictures, and I do get excited, but I just know that nobody else is really excited about it. Like apart
Yeah.
from our community that we've got, like our little community that we've built is very small. You know, it doesn't include all the big YouTubers. Like they're just doing their own thing. They just want YouTubers
They
actually
just
talk
wanna
shit
get
about the
what's
game.
new
It
and-
disgusts me, honestly. The way they drop the game and then just go and play something else. You know,
Exactly.
it disgusts me.
90%
It
of
really
them.
do.
I want worlds first, and once the Easter egg solved, just never play it again.
And it's like the same old story. Yeah, but we've got to think about our business. Like I live, like this is my main income, and I can just get by on what I'm doing, and I don't get many views per month. Like how many views do you need to live? Like you know, it must be a stage of greed after a certain state, because if you're still putting in like 3,000 viewers playing Infinite Warfare, or the likes of Noah J is still putting in like 15,000 viewers playing, like how much fucking money do you need? You know what I mean? Just
So what you're saying is you think Sniper Wolf should stop making videos because she's already got plenty of views.
Yeah.
why did you have to bring Sniper Wolf into this?
Because her subscription numbers put Noah and all those other people to shame. To shame.
Yeah.
But she didn't play zombies.
Well,
Hey, I don't care. She can if she wants to. We can watch that girl do
you know
whatever
what
she
kind
wants.
of bothers me
I'll
about
watch her
the
do
whole
laundry.
YouTuber thing?
Yeah.
It's E4C. They're just redoing the same Easter eggs as last year. They're not even doing anything IW. Like
Of
they're
course
doing
they're not.
Shadows again. They're doing Horizon Rock again, and they're doing Revelations. I'm pretty sure.
It's too hard for them,
Like-
that's why. No, I'm
I don't know. They
joking.
might be good. I'm looking at the list here. Like,
There you
Infinity
go.
Ward's made
How
half of their
interesting.
Call of Duty games.
How interesting would it be to watch a 4-player Spaceland speed run?
I know,
rather than
right?
watching some RNG. It's like, I don't understand.
I can't bring myself to watch
How
any
is
more Black
this-
Ops 3. I've been like, it's
No,
been
I
rammed down
can't.
my throat for the past 2 years. Like I can't watch anymore.
And they're still running it down our throats.
Trust me, when World War II comes
Okay,
out, it's going to be like in the first month, 4 weeks. I'll give it 4 weeks, and then everybody's back to Black Ops 3.
Probably.
Modded
Mhm.
maps.
Doing a Roblox character mod.
Yeah, that was in my recommended list.
Oh.
Yeah,
That makes me hurt so much.
I mean, I
So you were
don't
playing
know.
brand new zombies maps.
I can't
What
know
are they
because I
playing?
pull in a good audience because people love the game. There are people who are passionate about
Yeah.
the game. So if the big users don't want to play it, then it's helping me grow, my channel grow, my audience is bigger,
Exactly.
and it's fine. It's good for me. It does well for me. I'm happy with it. I'm absolutely fine. You know, like, but it's for the game that I just feel like, come on, come on.
It just hurt me when the day after Attack came out, I looked at Reddit, and the front page was completely Treyarch or Black
Yeah.
Ops 3, and it's just like, are you kidding me? And when the 1911 came out, like there's people saying like, hey, you should replace the banner and everything with Treyarch again, because that's what's important. And it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah. What was there when I saw the M1911 come out and they were like, oh yeah, but I'd rather have the MR6. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, are you
That
for
was-
real right now? All that hate about
was
the
pretty good.
MR6 for the M1911, then the M1911 comes out and they're like, yeah, but I prefer the MR6. And I was like, oh my god, like that is the community in a nutshell, mate, right there. Crazy. Absolutely
Everybody
crazy.
loves to hate.
Black Ops
Yeah.
3 Days of Summer sucks. Black Ops 3 shouldn't even have got Days of Summer. That wasn't entitled for them. It was for Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. They shouldn't
There's
have even
actually
got it.
another good discussion. What do you think of Days of Summer? Do you think it's a good event?
I didn't
or-
really take part in it because it's all freaking multiplayer based.
Well, that's true.
I kept forgetting
I'm
to
just
go
gonna
into
get
multiplayer.
my free accessories.
Yeah, actually, that's what I
Free
forgot to
charms.
do. I might do it now when we're talking. That's the only reason I go into multiplayer now, is to go and spend my free supply drops, and go and
And
pick
then you
up
get
my.
like a solo cup, like a little plastic solo cup.
I
to
got
hang
30
with
keys from
I
it
think he missed
yesterday.
that.
beer.
Got 30 keys from it yesterday.
Oh yeah.
What are we getting today? Let's have a look. See what we can get.
It's just a free supply drop.
Oh, it bumped me off. I think it bumped me off. Yep, it bumped me off. And it's done that to me twice. It just bumped me off. Yep, I just bumped me off. I just opened it and it bumped me off and it didn't give it to me. That's the second time that's happened to me, and now it's sold out again. My God, keep it.
No, it's in your. It was in your inventory. Go back to your supply drops.
No, that wasn't. Oh, was it? Oh yeah, I know we were on about. Damn, yeah. Okay, well, it's happened to me once. It's happened to me once.
Yeah, it's still there.
Quartermaster. Ah, there it is. Okay, yeah. But it has happened to me once before. Oh, we got
could
three.
do a
Oh,
lot
got the
with these
Proteus.
events.
Oh, damn! I got the Proteus Ice with Glacial on it. That's another weapon with Glacial
They're
on it.
loving putting
Well, that's
that
what.
glacier
Yeah, that's
thing
what I
on
got as well
everything.
today.
Nice.
I got the same thing today.
Nice. Yeah, that Glacial's sick for that Easter egg. Really good.
They are giving that away like crazy.
So, let's go back.
Do you think they
into-
could do better events in terms of zombies? Because just in general, I think zombies get shafted with these events they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh, like the Days
Summer,
of Summer
nothing.
stuff.
The,
They have-
the winter
Well, it's like
stuff,
before,
nothing.
the zombies is just an add-on, as far as like, you know, Activision's concerned. It's the secondary game mode.
But like that's the only thing keeping the game relevant after release. I'm pretty like, really, because people play multiplayer, but there's no like people don't go crazy over new multiplayer maps in DLC.
But the
know
number
what
of
I mean?
people playing multiplayer always far exceeds the number of people playing zombies.
That's another thing as well. They
Yeah,
didn't even
but-
promote the multiplayer maps this time.
Well, I mean for the DLC,
For the DLC, yeah.
because there's people playing and putting up gameplays on different channels. Just the zombie YouTubers didn't.
But I mean, what I'm trying to say is trailer-wise, and they did last time. Like Greg FPS, for example, on DLC 2, put up multiplayer gameplay on his channel. And
That still existed, just they never bothered to put it up. Because you can see it on different people's channels that played multiplayer.
but yeah, that promotion is just not. I don't know. I didn't watch multiplayer zombie. I didn't watch multiplayer
Well,
YouTubers,
neither
to be
do
honest.
I.
So I
But,
can't.
like I just saw
I
it.
can't really speak on that really, but yeah, either way, I feel sorry for the game. Not sorry for it, not like pity in the game, like get my sympathy, but
Oh.
I'm just gutted for myself. I suppose just selfish reasons and my community. So, like, I just wish they just pushed it just a little bit more, and they've just brushed it under the carpet, and it is the developers as well that I feel for. I know that developers were Christ. I was watching live streams of Lee Ross in it the other day. When DLC 3 just dropped, I watched Lee Ross posted up 3 live streams on his Twitter, and I watched all 3 of them, and he was hanging. I know what bags under your eyes looks like, and this guy had like 1-inch bags under his eyes. Like, he was obviously
God.
hanging out of his ass, and you can just tell that they've been working flat out. You know, he did not look healthy. You can just tell they were working flat out on that game to get to do whatever they had to do. You know, and he was still there doing live streams trying to promote his game
Yeah.
a day after or the day it came out. That's just like, you know, it's just too late. It's
That's.
just too
I
late.
think post DLC 4, they might still try to put in some stuff just for the big fans of the game, because that's what they care about. They care about the fans at this point.
I know the developers do. Yeah, I know the developers do 100%.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like Infinity Ward, like.
But they get
They
cop
don't care
blocked by
about
Activision. That's the problem, you know. Because
Well, I'm realizing you think from
Yeah.
the development side of it, the people developing the zombie team has quite a bit more work that they have to do. So if like DLC for multiplayer, it's like, hey, new maps. That's all.
Well,
You know,
yeah, they
new
get
maps.
multiplayer people.
The
to
zombie
work on
guys have to
DLC
come up with
afterwards.
all this interaction with the map, how to interact with stuff, all these Easter egg steps, and all this other stuff, as well as dealing with the NPCs, you know what I mean? Like all the zombies and whatever sort of AI they want to put into the zombies and all that. And all those things, all those components don't exist for multiplayer. But then multiplayer also
Yeah.
brings in way more people and way more money for the title as a whole. So multiplayer is a lot less work, and it's a lot more money.
yeah, I expect
versus-
you're right. Yeah.
The zombies, you got to put a bunch of work in and a bunch of time and all this stuff, and then they got to fix the glitches and patch these things and this thing and that thing and all these exploits
Didn't they have
that
to?
people
They
find.
have to do that multiplayer too, glitches and patch things. And don't forget, mind, zombies is 1 map, multiplayer is 4.
Yep.
Multiplayer's 4 maps, but think about it. 1, they don't deal with zombies. They don't have to have non-player controlled entities running around and interacting with things and spawning and despawning.
Multiplayer
and stuff like that.
doesn't.
The Easter egg as a whole, everything that has to go into that, all the interactable objects, because multiplayer, you don't interact with anything. It's just the scenery. It's just walls and boxes and stuff.
There's a ton more work that goes because they have to get scripters, they have to get coders, they have to get much more mappers on a multiplayer map. Because you can get a person to make a multiplayer map or a couple of people. Like, it's not as hard as putting together a zombies map that flows well, and then you have to get traps and you have
all
to
the motion
wonder
capture when you bring
weapons.
in new people.
Tons more models that you have to work with. Cause a lot of these maps are like models they don't have, and that's another thing with DLC 4 is that they can reuse a lot of stuff from the campaign because it's in space. But
yeah,
it's just a ton more work, at least for the maps they've put out so far. Because they don't just have assets for like New York just lying around anywhere. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. The zombie team has way more work to do for a smaller team. That's a smaller piece of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more work for more people for essentially like less result, in Activision's eyes.
this new pistol looks legit, bro.
Oh yeah,
trying to
I'm
get
looking
it.
at
I
it right
played with it.
now.
I played with it for a little while. It's not too bad. It
I haven't
fires
played
really
with it
quick.
yet. Does it? I'm making it pink. What's the attachments you can have on it? Oh, dude.
We even talked
can
about
start firing
DLC
off
4
pretty
at
fast. No,
all,
we
like,
haven't.
in terms of.
Nope.
Sorry, I was looking for
Probably.
thing. Yeah, let's move on. Let's progress first. Let's progress to the new guns. So we have some new guns, as you may have noticed. I'm actually clicking through now. We have the Stallion .44, a single-fire ballistic revolver. Fanning the Hammer provides a faster fire rate from the hip that gets increasingly more accurate. This gun looks awesome. How many has it got on the clip, Beaver? 6?
Yeah. 6 shots.
How many?
It reloads pretty quick without quickies. With quickies, it's retarded how fast it reloads. Like it's
Really?
click click and you got your 6 again. Like it's almost like just being able to just.
And
go.
how many?
Did
how
you
many
get a chance
bullets
to
in the
pack
ma-
a punch it? Oh,
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
get a
Go ahead.
patch. I didn't pack a
Okay.
punch. No.
Okay.
How many?
It was
in,
good. I
in
mean,
the
it was
mag?
single shot, headshot kills up into the low double-digit rounds. I think
How many in the mag?
6.
No,
Oh,
do
you
have-
mean total?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I want to say it was like 50 something, 52 or something.
Ugh. Okay.
I'm trying to get it right now. I'll let you know. exactly
Yeah.
what.
Okay. I might do.
Yeah,
A
I
bit,
don't remember.
I might do a bit of gameplay actually as well. Well, no, actually, I want to speak to the chat a little bit. We also got a brand new assault rifle, which everybody is saying is trash. So I haven't even used it
It's
yet.
trash.
It
Yeah,
seems
it
like a
says
lot of the
something.
Is it-
weapons they had lately are pretty bad. Like
It's trash.
I
It
think
says
I think the
it says
assault rifle
damage is
is
80 on it.
multiplayer.
There's no way damage is 80.
It
semi-auto
charges up. Like you have to hold down.
Dude, even when
left
you charge
trigger.
it up, it's trash. It's trash.
aiming
Does it-
down
I did
sights
fully
is
charged
hard.
shots. It took 3 shots to the if you took body shots, it was 3 of them, all fully charged to put down a zombie on like round 5.
Oh my god.
I'll take the M1 over that thing all day, every day, no question.
Really?
Because,
You take the M1 over
with
that?
its 8 rounds in it, it's trash. They need to fix it. It says
Razor
80
Stealth
damage,
just
there's no
said,
way
I've
it's like
double
40.
packed it and it's a beast. It has 20 in the mag and 200 in stock. Razor Stealth, tell me what round you're on and tell me what round you're getting your headshots up to. Let me see how we can get that.
We're talking about the handgun, right?
Yeah, but now you're talking about double packing it. Like the
Right,
weapon, you know what I mean? Double packing, a lot of stuff changes the weapon. But it's like, yeah, the base model of the weapon is shit.
Yeah, but I don't care if it's the shittest gun in the world. If you double pack it and it's the best gun in the game, then it's the best gun in the game, isn't it? You know?
I don't think anything's going to top like the Sentinel and stuff. I mean, 200
No,
in
the
stock
Sentinel
and
is just
No.
versus
right,
1,000
right.
and something. And I just don't agree with the damage numbers that they gave it. Like they said it was 80 in damage, and I don't agree at all. Because I mean, it wasn't. You know, what I mean, someone was like, "Oh, it's one
Well,
shot
yeah,
headshot
that's
kills
what
till
it's-
round 10."
It's a multiplayer gun that they put in zombies. I don't think it's built for zombies, and the way they put it into zombies isn't working out too well.
Yeah, there's a few
That's from
guns
what I
like
can
that.
tell.
The Auger, like I dissed the Auger when it first came out, but it's not actually a bad weapon to be fair. It's a high fire rate
No.
weapon. It does its thing. It's not very powerful. But I don't think there's any
They
guns they've
removed,
added apart from the VPR that I've really that have really,
They reduced the quantity of ammo and some stuff too, like the extended mag shadow, or the extended mag M22187 is now only like 9 shots instead of 13.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I haven't checked all the other ones, but they might have tweaked around a couple ammunition counts and some stuff. I don't remember what the Proteus was to start with, if they changed it. However, I did find that the Proteus, you get credit for sniper kills even when it's in the shotgun configuration.
Well, that's good. Well, I suppose it's alright. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, it's also, you got to know, if you have scope dollars on and you're like, oh, I'll just use it as a shotgun and not waste my scope dollars, it still counts as scope dollars, so it takes them off that way. But it also works towards your sniper kill count if that's your bounty.
I'm just working on getting higher range with no attachments. It's still one-shot headshots at the moment on rank 25.
When you charge it up, so you got to charge it up and then shoot someone in the head. Like,
Is that a charge up, Razor, or is that just a normal fire, like pop, 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 pop?
Why is he
pop?
talking about the pistol?
He's talking about the assault rifle right now.
The Mauler's one-shot headshots to somewhere quite high base model.
Like 40.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah, and
base model.
Well, I
Base,
mean,
you know what I
depends
mean?
on
And that
model
thing,
you
the
have.
damage is listed as less than 80. That's why I think the numbers are just off. Like it's not what it says it is in the statistics.
No, that's the pistol. Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the pistol. It's a good-looking gun. I want to play with it right now. I want to play with this gun. I want to play with this. I might take it into the boss
It's like
fight
they just
tomorrow.
took McCree's pistol from Overwatch, or like put that in the game.
It looks dope. I can't wait to use this one. We all thought this was going to be the sniper rifle, I believe. We all thought this was going to be a sniper rifle. Then it came out a little bit later after the leaks out it was going to be a handgun, and ended up being a Stallion 44.44. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with this one, most definitely. Especially a Kimbo. If you get these on a Kimbo's, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, a Kimbo would be good.
Mm.
But I don't know if a Kimbo, I don't know if you can fan your fire rate will probably go down substantially.
Wait, what's fanning mean?
Because fanning the hammer means keeping the trigger held down and just then slapping the hammer with your left
Oh
hand.
yeah, it's like all the bullets come out at one time, basically.
What if you grow? You might grow 2 extra arms, and they might come out your body, and then you can just fan them both at the same time.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Could be a glitch that they haven't fixed.
I'm really good at fanning, or is that fapping?
They'll get to it.
I forget. I'm good at one of them.
Oh my god.
At your age, if you're not good at the other one by now, I mean, come on.
The AR is shit, dude. Pack a punch. Oh god. Okay. He's on about the Stallion. Razor Stealth. Razor Stealth said the AR double pack a punched. It's a 2-shot charged headshot on scene 12.
I told you, trash. Trash, trash, trash.
Nah, they're gonna fix that. They'll fix it. There's something wrong with that. They'll fix it. They'll fix it. It's the same as the shotguns as well. They were really bad.
Have you ever tried the RVN ever since Attack came out?
No, I didn't use the RVM, bro. I use the RVM when I need to build points, and I just spam it.
The melee on it was awful. Like it's like a 5 melee on like round 3.
It's not anymore though, is it?
With the RVN, it looks like your guys having a seizure.
Unless they repatched it.
I know I used to Slappy Tappy with it, so that's probably why it was better. No play just told today. Yeah, there's no playing today.
It was like they glitched it out when Attack came out. That's why it was bad.
I suppose I could. No, I don't want to play. I just want to chat and just choose. So what other things did we have on our list that they talk about? I forgot. We had DLC 4 predictions. Let's jump on to DLC 4 predictions, boys, before we get into the main story at the end. About the new wonder weapons that we found, that have been found. DLC 4 predictions, what are you thinking? There's a lot of people pointing fingers towards Extinction, but like, if it's still going to be zombies rank-based mode, how the hell are they going to implement Extinction? Like, cryptids? Like, that's pretty much all they can put in, really.
It's going to be an attack of the radioactive spacemen in the redwoods.
Yeah.
It'll just
Zombies
be a bunch of
and attack
textures from all the other
radioactive
ones.
reef.
And Lee Ross is going to be the special character because they can't afford to get anybody else.
POTTSYGAMING,
Oh,
I predict new
Lord.
promotion. I predict the same.
Yeah.
I saw a theory on Reddit that was like, it'd be like an alien movie, and like, you know the newest one where it was like an alien that was trapped on a spaceship?
Yeah.
There's just like one, and like that game Alien Isolation, I think it'll be like that. Or there'll be like cryptids on the spaceship, or like, like the cutscene is us stalking into like a huge, giant space station, and then there'll be like cryptids.
Well, can
on
you
it or
remember the
whatever.
DLC 1 leaks? Dead Ship.
Was that a thing?
That was a thing, yeah. Should we I've actually made a video on my
I've
YouTube
never heard
channel.
about it.
If I go to my YouTube channel right now and find it, and then I can go to the link, and then I can find the actual link to where it's talking about, because it probably come from somewhere like I just saw an image of playing as Noah J456 in the Rising Track.
Oh no.
Oh no way, man. Oh,
No.
yoga challenge, SS Sniper Wolf. Damn. That's all I got recommended on my channel at the minute is Sniper Wolf. For some reason, I don't know
Dave,
why.
come back to us. Come back to us, Dave.
I'm
Come
gone.
back to us.
I'm gone. See you later. Right, let me go to my YouTube channel and just search for Dead Ship, because I covered it. I covered a leak Dead Ship when DLC 1 first came out, and that was our prediction for DLC 1 was Dead Ship, because of something I found. So let me go and see if I can find the actual news video that I talked about it in, and check the description, because there will be a link. And here we go. Dead Ship DLC 1 Infinite Warfare Zombies leaks. 36,000 views on that video. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Carry on,
Also,
there, guys.
when
Have
rank it up, it shows a
you
picture
got
of
any more
snipers with
any
handgun.
predictions? What you would like to see?
That's weird.
Oh, I think
Hey,
they'll. Does anyone know the
Avatar
character
PS4
Samantha?
says when you upgrade the handgun, it shows you a picture of a sniper.
Huh.
That's weird. Maybe it was supposed to be a sniper originally, like you
Let's
thought.
hope it has a longer Easter egg.
Right.
DLC 4. Let's hope it has a better Easter egg.
I was thinking that they'd bring the character Samantha Cross from Extinction and make her the celebrity character,
Really?
because she was like a big part of it. And at the end of the last map, she's like sent into space on a spaceship, or whatever. I think this is just gonna be like part 6 of Extinction. Is what
Or
they're
she
gonna
could be
make
the
this.
boss in she could be the boss in DLC 4 that we have to
That too.
face.
But Kevin was also a boss in a way, because he was turned into
Yeah.
a super slasher. So
Yeah.
they could
Yeah,
still
that's
do
right.
God,
that.
it would have been great if they could have gotten like Bill Paxton.
Well, here's the
Kinda
leak.
like
Here's the leak
aliens.
that I covered back in. I covered this video back on December the 2nd. Is when it was. Wow, have I been making videos since then? So I covered this. It was called DLC Dead Ship DLC 1 Infinite Warfare Zombies leak. Took you to a Reddit post. Shock horror. And it reads, I came across this website searching for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare DLC info. Since the DLC was announced for January 31st, it has a post that reads the following. And it goes on about, it talks about the maps, it talks about Rusted, Albatross, Blast, and Colony, and then it says Zombies, and then it says Dead Ship. Episode 2 of Infinite Warfare Zombies brings on board an alien spaceship that looks to be brought right from a 1980s horror film. Many features from Zombies in Space and will return, in addition to some new perks and a ray gun remake. The map will be released on January 31st on PlayStation 4 and March 2nd on Xbox and PC.
Mm.
And this is all the way back. This was posted 7 months ago. This was.
I mean, none of that really lines up except for the fact that it's on a ship.
And it comes from a website
from-
called Gaming and Data Dump Central. There's nothing else on
It's
there.
not really... Yeah. But I'm just thinking, like, seems to me that if they're just trying to stick with the horror movie thing, I think they'll do like an alien type movie
Yeah.
with this on a ship.
Well, this obviously comes from some dump files or something. That's where they've gotten from. That's why the site is called what it's called. But this was the only thing that's posted. I'm looking at it right now, and there's not a lot on there. There's not a lot on there at all. It literally talks about Infinite Warfare Ascension DLC. Well, the name was right. Call of Duty 2017. Yeah.
Dead
so.
ship, you mean?
Yeah, Dead Ship. Yeah, that's what was leaked. Rusted. Is Rusted a multiplayer map?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
so.
sure.
What about Albatross, Blast, and Colony? Are these multiplayer maps?
Isn't Colin? I don't know. No one in here plays multiplayer.
Because if he was right about them, there could be a possibility. I mean, if you're getting it from like dump files and stuff, you know what I mean. You never really know, you know. So, but to have something for DLC 4 put in all the way back on like release before DLC 1 even comes out is pretty unordinary.
Somebody's changed their screen name to Mooface's dick.
Oh my god.
Who's done that?
I don't know, because that's their name.
So I might actually have to run
Mood
for a
face is
bit. I'm
thick.
not sure when I'd be back.
What's up, dude?
I might have to run for a bit.
Okay, what, are you going for a bit of a jog?
Oh,
Yeah.
Infinity Ward just tweeted something. Let's see, what is this? We're investigating
I
reports
just
that
gotta go do
Xbox
some
players
stuff.
are unable to party up in matchmaking.
Yeah, fine,
So I
that's
might
cool,
be back
people.
later.
That's right, well,
Alright.
we're not going to be going for too much longer, so...
Alright.
Yeah, oh, we need you for the Wonder Weapon thing.
What do you need me for?
That's going to be a while yet. Alright, okay, that's right. You do your thing, man, you do your thing. Don't worry about it, you do your thing, okay?
Alright.
Be back,
see
everybody.
ya.
You take it easy, my man.
Evat, leave
Yeah.
the building.
Peace out.
Have a good one, buddy.
Did you say Lee Ross just tweeted?
Infinity Ward. It's about Xbox. They said players are unable to party up in matchmaking.
Oh, well, there's
That's on
always been a
Xbox.
problem. There's always been a problem with matchmaking. Always been a freaking problem, bro. Always.
I like how it's got like 50 likes on it. People are like, yay, that's really awesome. It's like, no, that sucks.
Yeah, like, what are you liking it for? Like, because people are glad it's not working. Like, yeah, good. We don't
Right?
want
Like
any of
someone
it.
tweets something, oh, my dog died today. It's got 100 likes. It's like, what?
I
Why do you
know,
like
I
that?
can't do that. Like, I watch videos sometimes and it's like really sad news and like, it's like loads of likes. I'm like, why do you like that? It's like, you shouldn't like it. Like, don't do anything. Just don't vote on that. Should I be offended? Yes. Thick means you got a fat ass.
Wow.
I'm only joking. I'm only joking. No, I'm not. No, I'm only joking. No, I'm not. So, DLC 4. I don't know what else is going to be in DLC 4. I don't really got much predictions for DLC 4, to be honest, because whenever time I make predictions, I got the whole laughing emojis in chat now. Get Ubuntu.
I mean, you know, you gotta figure is how much were they giving away in the cutscene. You know, last time literally there was like what 2 seconds of attack in the Shaolin cutscene. It showed him like going, whoa, he's in black and white. You saw his collar and kind of his haircut or something like that, and then that was it. This one, it's like, boom, hey, you guys are in a spaceship. Poindexter says a whole bunch of stuff. You know, he's about to say other stuff, and you know what I mean, and they all stop him and all that. So
He's gonna say ship, isn't he? That looks like a giant ship.
Exactly. That's exactly what he's getting ready to say.
That's what he's getting ready to say. He has to be. That looks like it's a giant ship. Furnace, what's up, guys? Guys, if you haven't left a like on the video yet, be sure to leave a like if you can. That would be awesome. So we're going to a ship, no doubt. I don't see how they're gonna tie Extinction in with it. See, I never played Extinction, so I don't know how they would tie Extinction into this game. Like,
Me neither. Me neither.
you know what? Maybe they're not going to at all, and they see the speculation and they just let it go because it's easier to just let people think that and keep digging shit.
To be honest, I hope they
would've
don't
said it
do nothing
anyway.
like Extinction from what I've seen.
I don't want it to be Extinction at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From what I've seen, Extinction, just what I've saw on YouTube, I hope they don't do nothing like that for zombies. What we're doing now. Hope they go a completely different way.
let's hope for low
That would
gravity.
be
It
a
could
little-
happen,
Yeah. Yeah.
like a moon.
If it's the same map, because I mean Extinction, like you're on the ground, like you know, you're on not in space. Like you know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know.
We can only hope.
Why can't I comment? Never
But
mind.
if it's
Someone
in
said.
space too, it's like, is there gonna be like you're wearing like some little suit that if they start putting exo shit, it's like, okay, don't give me a jetpack. I don't want a jetpack.
Yes, because someone said
Yeah,
then about low gravity,
mean-
then it'd be like a bit of a moon, something like moon maybe, but
Yep.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
Like a
that they
like a
need.
part of it where there's low gravity would be kind of, you know, like a novelty and would be kind of fun and stuff. But
Well,
it's
Moon's
like,
one of my
I
favourite
don't-
maps
it
from
doesn't need
Zombies
to be
Chronicles. I
exos.
really enjoyed that map, so I think it's a really good map. But I don't really want that. Well, I don't know.
So what
there's-
about I think your theory on the for DLC 4 character was great. I think what you were going there was right with the character.
Lieutenant Corporal Data?
Dame. Yep, I still think that that's going to be. I truly believe that's going to be the next character we're going to be playing as.
It could
I
be,
think
yeah.
if they get a character from Star Trek, it's going to be someone from a previous version of Star Trek, not next generation. just because of where everyone else has come from.
Yeah, but he is. Data was.
Data's from Next Generation. Like, there's a lot of other, you know what I mean?
But that's
there's
like when
all
I
of
was a child. Like, how far
original
back are
stuff.
they gonna go?
Exactly.
How much stuff did you watch with Pam Grier in it?
Nothing. But then she's like.
Exactly. There. Yeah. Point me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. It's not.
Yeah, but that wasn't
I mean,
British.
these
That
older-
wasn't.
these-
That wasn't anything like British in Britain. Like Star Trek was a daily thing that people used to watch. Like it was on British TV and stuff. Like I didn't even know Pam Grier was. That was just like, all American. Really, like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they might go like to the Star Trek movies.
That's
The
n-
first ones.
yeah, but that comes after the TV shows, the movies.
After no. You're thinking. I'm talking about like with William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy, and I can't think of the guy's name right now and stuff like that. Yeah, the Captain Kirk, Commander Spock, the original ones, like the original Star Trek movies.
Well, Captain Kirk
Wrath of
was
Khan
with
and Search for
Lieutenant
Spock.
Data.
No, Data was with Captain Picard.
Picard, yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
was
right.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart. Sorry. Well, Lee
My
Ross
girlfriend's a
follows
huge Star Trek nerd.
Lee Ross follows Patrick Stewart as well.
I don't see Patrick Stewart doing a video game.
No,
Me
I
neither.
don't. No,
There's
me.
no way.
No, that's not no way. I don't pronounce. That's
There's
why.
no
That's why I
way.
said
Granted-
Data because like he's like a Hollywood, like huge Hollywood star. And like I couldn't imagine him.
Brent
What?
Spiner? Brent Spiner's not that big out here, man.
I know, but nor is
I mean, he did
Pam
Data, but that's
Grier.
pretty much it. Well, I mean, if you think about time frame though, because you got to think about the age of these people, like Lee and them who are making this story, like
Yeah, but there is no one from
Paul
the
Rubens,
future.
like Pee Wee Herman.
So it's got to be someone
coming
that
from the
that
future.
there's got to be someone. Yeah, if you're talking about timescales in the games, like you're talking about 80s and Pam Grier, and then you've got Elvira for 50s and all that. Well, there is nobody in the future because they're not born yet. So there's got to be someone from a future TV
Exactly.
show. You know.
Hmm.
It has-
Elvira wasn't born really in the. Elvira was maybe born in the 50s. I mean,
the
she-
reason
she might have been
Elvira
popping
is
up
in a
the-
50s show is because she took over a popular 50s show that was based in the 50s. That was made in the 50s. That was my theory behind that anyway.
I think it's Shia LaBeouf.
The show was called. Well, whatever the show she took over and she started
Ellen
producing
Ripley. They can't afford Sigourney Weaver, man.
was from the 50s. It was originally created in the 50s. That particular show that Elvira does now was originally created in the 50s. Then
Yeah.
it was stopped in production, and then they brought her in to do it. So that's why that was my theory behind that. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm trying to say. It's got to be someone. But Potsy said about Pee Wee being a big star. Pee Wee and David Hasselhoff were big stars, but then that was the first map release. Who were big stars after Pee Wee and David Hasselhoff? Kevin Smith. He's not a big star.
Kevin Smith? Yeah, over here in the United States.
No, dude, he's not. Not anymore. He's
Kevin,
not. He's on a Loot Crate YouTube channel that gets like 400 views a video. Like, he's not going to be doing things
Well, I
like
mean,
that.
he's got his own
That's where
little
you think he's
TV
from?
show over here.
No, I know he's not from nowhere. I know where he's from. Of course, I know where he's from. But he's irrelevant nowadays. That's what I'm trying to say.
he's a director.
He's like, yeah. I mean, in the movie, well, I didn't know he's a director, but as far as acting,
Oh
and
yeah, Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy. I think he's working on the new Flash. Like he's a very respected, accomplished director in Hollywood.
yeah, Seth Green. But again, I think most of you are forgetting that this is before Infinite Warfare was a flop. Like when Infinite Warfare
Exactly,
first came
yeah.
out, they could afford to buy all these big movie stars because they thought it was going to be an amazing game. Then they find out all of a sudden it is an amazing game, but it didn't do so well, and they just can't afford all these big like.
Well, I think the thing like Kevin Smith, I think would do it more for doing it because he's probably a gamer and stuff like that. Like he's
Yeah,
into
well, he's big
comics
in
and all that
comic
stuff.
books and stuff like. Yeah, he's big in comic books right now.
Cassandra Peterson definitely is going to do whatever just because of like it's going to further her. You know what I mean? It's a
Career.
good move for
They're
her
not
'cause she's
A-list
becoming
Hollywood
irrelevant because
actors,
she
are
has
they?
to-
They're not
No,
David
they're
Tanner,
not.
are they?
No, they're not. No, they're definitely not A-list.
You
No,
know,
and
so-
David Hasselhoff, they're getting him for cheap too, man.
Exactly.
David Hasselhoff's not costing a lot of
Who's the
money.
who's the
You
new
know,
guy in
they
World
didn't
War?
have to
Well, they
pay
are.
for it.
Just compare it to the actors that are in World War II zombies right now. Like,
Oh, the World
Josh
War II guys,
Damel,
they got
yeah,
money.
yeah,
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 but
they
you-
got
yeah,
money.
but-
Yeah, Josh Damel is one of them.
They got Ving Rhames and shit.
well,
got,
there
yeah,
you are.
they
That's
got
what I'm
people with-
saying. You know, it's not like they ain't got the money. So they're obviously it has
But
to
those
be
are
a
the
money
characters
issue.
like full time in the game. Like they probably just didn't.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's the thing
really
with
just
Paul
in terms of
Rubens.
how much money they
Like,
spent
people
on
are
it.
using the argument, oh, Paul Rubens is in the game, but you can't take him out now. It's too late. People are using the argument that,
Exactly.
yeah, David Tennant, that's it. People are saying that Seth Green is a big guy, so it must be okay, but he came in the beginning. You can't just kick him out now. He's on that contract. He's been paid for. He's done. You know, but
But Seth Green's also a big like a video game. He's a huge nerd and all that type of stuff. Like you know what I mean? He's
yeah, but
probably
he ain't gonna
like
get out
us.
of bed for nothing.
No, I know, but
No.
at the same time, it's not where he's gonna be like, no, I'm not doing it for anything less than like this much money. If they call him up and be like, well, yeah, that sounds like that'd be awesome, dude. I could go be in Call of Duty.
Then what's Paul Rubens' excuse?
Then what's that?
And what's Paul Rubens' excuse? I don't see him as a gamer.
Paul Rubens was probably happy for the job.
Yeah. I mean,
Like he's not.
Yeah.
He's not. He hasn't done thing. He hasn't
But you're
done
just
anything in a long
reinforcing
time.
my point and my opinion that they're not spending a lot of money on the actors. So they're not going to be.
That's
They're
right.
not. They're not going to end up spending a lot of money on DLC 4 actor. So they're going to buy somebody.
No, I don't think they're going to spend a bunch of money on it either. I think they're going to find someone who's like, you know what I mean? One would kind of like to do it, and two, they can afford.
Yeah. Again, and then coming back to Star Trek.
well,
If you had to choose
and
anybody
that's
out
what
of
I'm
Star
saying.
Trek,
I think the person that they would be able to use in a 4 would be the character Data. I think that would be the perfect one because he's really not that big of an actor.
but
I mean,
who,
we haven't
like,
seen him in America.
I don't see
haven't.
I don't see Lee Ross going that route. That's all. I don't see him. I don't see that name coming up in their discussion ever.
Yeah, of
when they're
course,
talking
but
about
if they
people
would have
who
said
did
about
it.
Pam Grier or something like that, or Elvira, I wouldn't have thought that name would have come up in
Oh, I
discussion.
totally
you
see
know?
Pam Grier and Elvira and stuff coming up when they're talking about like iconic people from this era, that era, or whatever that we could get in here to do this shit. Like,
Well, we will certainly see.
And Lee Ross is
We'll
definitely
certainly
he's
see.
definitely a dark person. Like definitely into all his like dark Star Treks and Batmans and space
Mm-hmm.
and fictions. He's into all of that sort of stuff for non-fiction. Which is
yeah,
very
and
nice.
Kevin Smith, dude. Kevin Smith is a huge Batman fanatic. So there's a very good chance that Lee Ross might know Kevin Smith in a social level from their huge obsession with The Dark Knight. You know what I mean? And maybe that's how he ended up working on the game. Like it'd be an interesting question if you ever get Lee like in chat or something, be like, hey, did you know Kevin Smith prior to
Yeah.
this? Like, how'd you end up with him? Because it's a random, you know what I mean? How'd you end up with Kevin Smith? It's a random thing to have Jay and Silent Bob, unless you already knew him, because you got a car that has this as Bat something on it, and
Batmobile.
he does his comic called Fat Man and something else where he's dressed up like Batman. You know, there's a lot of that. So, I mean, I know I
Well, who
watch
would you
tons
put
of,
your money on
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
for a future DLC 4 character? Because it can't be anybody present. It's gonna have to be someone that plays in the future. Somebody famous.
Well, that's why I was
that
saying like
plays in
William
the future.
Shatner or something like that. William
Who is
Shatner was
William
on Star Trek
Shatner?
as Captain
I mean,
Kirk. It was placed in
yeah,
the future.
Captain Kirk.
And he's a
I mean-
huge person that Lee would know about and have watched as a kid and be like, oh, that'd be sick. And he's not going to cost that much because he's doing Priceline commercials. Like,
I mean, I agree. I agree with that as well. I agree. William Shatner would be a real good one.
I think William Shatner, Brent Spiner, I think you could probably get them both for about the same money, and you're going William Shatner all the way if you're Lee Ross. If
But
you're
then,
a 40-something
I'm
year old
sorry,
man,
he has to
that's
follow
where I'm
him.
at with that.
If you don't follow him on Twitter, then he's not a thing. Every single
Dude, William
single
Shatner
person.
might not be on Twitter.
Yeah, you gotta be surely. If he's a, where is
The
he?
guy's
Really?
like
I mean,
60-some years old.
Yeah,
I
it
would
is.
think
Yeah,
he
but
would
he's-
be on Twitter. I would
Yeah,
think he
he
would
is,
be
he
on
is.
Twitter just because of he goes to Comic-Con a lot and all that Star Trek stuff. I think he would. I mean,
He is on Twitter.
he's big in there. He's big in that area.
My invitation must have blown off the porky. How many followers? He got 2.5 million followers. Followed
Bill
by
Shatner.
yeah, followed by Elvira, followed by Lee Ross.
There you go.
Bam.
He is followed by Lee Ross.
Thank you.
No, I mean
He
that would
knows
not be a.
that.
When does he follow him? Let's have a find out. Let's find out when he followed Lee Ross. Follow him. Let's find out when he followed him. Wonder if he followed him at the same time as the other guys. William Shatner. Let's have a look.
Maybe started
Because I mean,
following when he first started
I think
developing the
William.
game.
I mean,
Ian
I think
McKellen.
William Shatner would be a great idea to put in DLC 4. That would really get the hype up just a little bit more. Because I'd like to play as William Shatner.
He followed William Shatner roughly around the same time as he followed Ian McKellen and Brent Spiner. About 15 followers before. At the same time as following Leonardo DiCaprio, Hugh Jackman, Robert Downey Jr. and Samuel L. Jackson
Yeah.
and Whoopi Goldberg. And Stan Lee.
There
Why
you
is
go,
Stan Lee in
Lee.
so many films? Why is he in so many freaking films?
Stan Lee?
Yeah, why is he?
Stan Lee, he's
Don't you know who Stan Lee is?
No.
Stanley's the guy who did all of Marvel. He's the creator of most of it.
Oh, and that's why
Bro,
he makes a cameo
Of
in
all
all
of
the
Spider-Man.
Marvel.
Iron Man, the Hulk.
Okay, that's
I mean, all,
He's done
that's
it
all
all.
Stan Lee. It's all Stan
That's
Lee.
all
The
Stan Lee.
Avengers, all of it.
I did know that. I didn't know much about the Marvel universes or anything like that.
No, Stan Lee's like the god of that entire universe.
Oh yes,
He walks into like Comic-Con and stuff, and he's basically God walking around.
exactly.
I see him play
Everybody
cameos in loads of things,
stops.
yeah.
Everybody stops.
Of course, there's no way he's going to be in the game, guarantee you, because he's way too fucking old. They've shot like all of his cameos for all the upcoming Marvel movies. They've already shot all of his cameos. Like they shot like a shit ton of them all at once. because
Damn,
the
William
guy's, like,
Shatner
97.
up is on his Twitter constantly. He's put up like 30 tweets in the past 9 hours.
That
Really?
could be. I mean, there you go, Dame. There's something to talk about. That would be something good to look into. Keep an eye on.
Need another team with space. Hurry and get good ones before you get alligators. Just trying to think of any giveaways on here right now.
He was a captain. Captain Kirk, right? He was Captain Kirk, right?
Yeah, Captain James Tiberius Kirk.
Yep.
William Shatner. You've been saying William Shatner for ages, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
But he's a very, very old man
The first
now.
thing when I first get space, I was like, dude, please give me Bill Shatner. Please give me Captain
Well, I
Kirk.
mean, even when you said Bill Paxton too earlier, I figured that would be a good one as well if he wouldn't have passed already.
Bro, Bill Paxton's dead.
I know, that's why. If he wouldn't have passed
Oh,
already, that would have been a perfect one. That's what
Well,
I'm
that would have
saying.
been sick, because he could have redone his
Yes.
alien character.
Exactly.
Like, you know, just with that
Exactly.
whole voice, doing all of his lines. Game over, man. Game
William
over. Like,
Dafoe.
it'd be so perfect.
Playing what? Jesus. So sad. that
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe.
Leroy's probably considered all those people. Yeah, probably. Well, I'm not sure, to be honest. 120 likes.
But Beto is thicker.
Dude,
Dude, who is that? Who is
I
Blueface?
don't know. Me face is loving it right now. Doesn't shock me about William Shatner, to be honest. I didn't even know who he was, to be honest. Beto just sounded
Yeah,
like him.
he's right up. Yeah, he's original. He's with
Oh,
Who
this
is
is someone new, because they're subscribed to you and Muffin, and that's it. So this is someone that you know already that just made a second account.
Oh, he's didn't come off my subscriber list.
him and Spock is what ran the first. Started all Star Trek. Him and Spock started all Star Trek, and then they went from there.
No matter what planet that they went to, he always hooked up with a chick. Sometimes she was blue, sometimes she was green, sometimes she was red, but she was always in great shape, and Captain Kirk always hooked up with her. Like, no matter what.
What a slut. Right,
But that was the time. And it was only, what, like 2 seasons? Like, the show didn't even last that long.
No, not at all.
I was going to say, what weapons do you think is going to come into DLC 3, but that's a nice segue into the
A
the next
phaser?
If it's
topic.
Will
There you
Shatner,
go,
it's a
phaser.
phaser. Yep.
A phaser. I mean, that was something similar to a phaser. If they're really going to do something as William Shatner.
Like a ray gun,
Well,
so
no,
that,
you
that
can
dead
put
shit
it on
little leak
stun.
would work.
Or not. You know?
Yeah, a ray gun. Yeah. Or they could bring everything back from Spaceland and just use them wonder weapons. I mean, if they're cutting back on everything.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? No,
Discord
no,
part
just
2.
like- yeah.
They
There
gave you
you
like
go.
a
There you
green
go.
shredder.
So, okay, well, let's get on to this next one then. Wonder weapons. We've had a leaked wonder weapon for DLC 4.
Uh-huh.
This is where we need B-Bat to be in it, really. Because B-Bat is the one who told me about it just before I jumped into the party, before we started the stream. He's the one who told me about it. So, but fortunately, I didn't, because I didn't like leaking stuff unless it's public information. Somebody has posted it on the Reddit, COD Zombies Reddit, about 3 hours ago. And it reads, the Venom X Infinite Warfare DLC for zombies. Apparently, whatever said, I don't know what that means. Someone leaked some future guns coming to multiplayer, 2 being the nunchucks and katana, but there is also one called the Venom X. For those who haven't played Extinction, the Venom X is basically the wonder weapon. It even has multiple variants of it. that you craft with pieces you scavenge. It seems like this leads to even more confirmation of an extinction storyline coming into zombies for DLC 4. As for how it'll work, it's listed with Venom X on the payload launcher, which means they've basically, when you see guns on YouTubers' channels, they usually show you a gun that's been leaked, but they have a gun in its replacement. Well, for this gun, it's a payload for now, so they can test out some abilities that the Venom X will have. It'll pretty much be the exact replica of how the original Venom X worked. So the Venom X from Call of Duty Ghosts, which was again a wonder weapon. I never played Call of Duty Ghosts, it's what we need to be back for. Has been added, and it's new as well. It hasn't been sat in the game codes for long. It's literally just been added today. It's been
I've
added.
got the whole description of it right here.
Yeah, it's been added today. So if you
So
don't
it
know
is. So it is a it's a crafted weapon.
or it was
that what you
in
were saying?
it was in Ghosts, yeah, from parts that you scavenged from doing something. I'm not sure what
Okay.
you had to do, but
Who haven't played? Yeah. So it was a scavenge. So they could be doing. If that's what they're gonna do for DLC 4, I mean that is good. At least we'll get to build it, like we did
So
on
what
the
they did
attack.
in Extinction, they changed it. Like the way that you got it was different through the DLC stuff. So like in Nightfall, you found it in this one place. In Mayday, they added like different variants of it and all that stuff. And then in Awakening, you could build it.
someone said what about the Venom Z? Venom X equals Vitamin C launcher. What's the Venom C?
Wait, hold on. There's the FX, the LX, and the SX. Yeah, there's the Fire, the Cedar, and the Lightning one. Yeah, there's an FX, an SX, and an LX. I don't remember anything about C.
So they're saying it's gonna be like the P-Law. Is that what they're saying? That it's gonna be
No,
mainly like
they're
almost
using
like
the Pilo as a placeholder. So like when we had the Stallion 44 leaked ages ago, the new gun, like it had
Okay.
when you go into the game files. This is all from what I've seen on Reddit and pictures. It wouldn't have the actual pistol. It would have like an assault rifle, like the HVK in its not HV. What the hell? It would have like an LMG, for example, you know. So it would just look like a normal LMG, like the Titan. But that wasn't the actual gun. It was what they call a placeholder. So they can put all the guns, they can put all the details in it about the gun, test the gun, do things about it, but they won't actually add the actual gun to save on leaks and stuff like that. So the Venom X is a special projectile weapon that shoots either acid puddles, fire, Venom FX, lightning, Venom LX, or friendly cedar turrets, Venom SX, introduced into the Onslaught
Well,
DLC.
this wonder weapon could also be something towards the boss for the next DLC. We could be using it to fight the boss. Because obviously,
Basically,
I'm
what
assuming
happens to variants is like the crystals that you get in Spaceland, like the elemental things. They've got ones that you could put on it that were orange or blue or whatever that would make it do different stuff, and now it glow.
Is that a new gun? Yeah, that's a new gun. The Venom X is a new gun that's just been found in the game code after today's
I just got the
update.
Stallion 44. There we go. No, the Stallion 44 has 6 bullets in it and 78 in the 78
Oh,
bullets
78.
total.
That's not
Yeah,
bad.
78. I'm using it right now.
72, not 52. I can't read.
That's not bad. So
But no, as far as that wonder weapon, Dame, I don't think it's.
well, it was
I don't
actually
think
mad.
it's really good.
It says the way they found it is for a gun for multiplayer, and I believe it was also available in multiplayer in Call of Duty Ghosts as well. It was a multiplayer gun, which is going to be very odd to add that type of gun into multiplayer for this game.
It was in multiplayer before. It
To
just
shoot-
worked. It worked differently.
Yeah, but they're saying it
wasn't
shoots
the same. Like
acid.
you didn't have to get the cryptid things to charge it and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, but it shoots acid, like an acid gun in multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen an acid gun in any multiplayer though.
Well, I mean, it wasn't. How did it work in Ghosts?
So you'd shoot it, and then then you would detonate the projectile after you shot it.
Like the
So it's like a grenade launcher, but then you have it. You can, you know what I mean?
It's gangster.
Yeah, there was one in Black Ops. No, there was one in Advanced Warfare like that, wasn't there? That you shoot. Was it a crossbow?
Here, I'm just gonna.
You shoot a
DM
crossbow
the,
and then it would go.
link to this page.
finding an actual revolver instead of the Hellstorm. Yeah, I can't wait to use this one. It looks dope. It looks dope, man.
Yeah, I'm using it right now. I mean, it's their finger after you shoot. The finger actually, you can see the finger on top of pulling the cocking it back to
And the
shoot.
hammer,
I mean, it's pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
No, it's funny. It fire off the hip. It's quick, man. Like you can rack that stuff.
Okay, I'm about to try that. Oh, cool. That's right. Oh, cool. It actually does it fast, like they do in the West. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
cool.
Like
I got
six gun
you.
style.
Yeah.
And it
that's
gets
cool.
it supposedly it says it gets more accurate as you're firing. So like it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, you're getting better damage result.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, you're gonna need you'd have to put a laser on it if you're gonna fire it hit from the hip. Unless you.
Logan
real
Crash
close up
says the
on 'em.
weapon was in multiplayer. It was a single map as an Easter egg as well. Well,
Okay.
again, this was just found today, so it wasn't something that's been hanging around in the code for a while, and it's just been found. It was something that was found today after the update we all got. 'Cause if you don't know, we've just had an update, of course. We had 2 new weapons added. There's also another Wonder Weapon as well, but we haven't got any more details on that. That's why we need to be back around, because he's the one who knew about it. But he didn't seem very... excuse me. He didn't seem very... how can I say, convinced about the information about the other Wonder Weapons that were found. But I can find out more about that for a Zombie News video in the future. But yeah, the main story was the fact that the Venom X was found in the code. So it seems like the Venom X will be coming back to DLC 4. And what the biggest importance about the Venom X was, it was an extinction, and there's a lot of people saying there's going to be a lot of stuff from extinction coming into DLC 4, and this just adds and stacks more proof to something about the extinction in DLC 4. So I don't know what it could be. I don't really know what it could be, to be honest, because I've never played
I
Extinction.
just hope it's not like Extinction. I just hope not. I mean, I didn't even want to play Extinction when I first saw it. So.
I hope it's not like Extinction because I just don't want to see them doing the whole just remastering a map BS.
I don't think it can, because it's a completely different layout and gameplay, isn't it, to zombies? Like, it's not zombies.
Yeah, I hope
you know?
so.
It's completely different. Like, you would just have to change that.
Exactly.
They can't drop that on us. They're not going to drop that on us. Maybe a different game mode. Maybe they're going to add cryptids in as zombie rounds, and then maybe it would be a big boss, whatever the boss was in Extinction. Maybe you're fighting that again. Maybe again the storyline may intertwine with this one. I don't know how you're going to add that into like a. There's a few people saying that the Extinction was other films of Willard Wyler, like. You know, I can't comment on that too much because I just don't. They also found the Atlas LMG in the game files. Yes, I covered this a while ago. I covered about 9 guns, and we so far received the shotgun, the 2 snipers, the revolver, and now the assault rifle. So there's still another 4 guns that I know of that are meant to be coming. Maybe 3 to 4 guns. And now the Venom X has just been found as well. So they're doing very well with the guns. They're adding the new guns in, which is cool. I can't wait to use this one, honestly. This is going to be one of my favorite guns to play with.
Oh, what, the handgun?
Yeah, the handgun.
It's pretty cool. The handgun's pretty cool, Dame. You'll enjoy it.
I feel it will. Especially double packed to the Kimbo. And with some laser sight on it as well, man. Damn, be like a laser. Oh, and with Deadeye Dewdrops. Oh, dude. Deadeye Dewdrops is bae. I love Deadeye Dewdrops, man. That is the best perk they've added into the game.
Exactly. I do too.
Someone has said about comment.
Especially when you got the Ripper.
Oh, any weapon. It's like a laser. Like when you're doing the boss fight with an LMG, right? And you can stand at one end of the map, and you can get a headshot from across the map. Like from so
it's because it's unlimited range on those.
Yeah.
The Maulers and stuff have unlimited range.
It's absolutely amazing. I was using the Trek 50 with Deadeye Dewdrops. I was set up.
Oh, that thing's beast.
Oh, dude, honestly, like.
It's so beast, especially when you pack it and stuff. Oh, it just crushes so many zombies in a row. The penetration.
There's this little technique, right? And you can hit zombies from across map in zombies. And if you quickly tap the L2 button, then the R1 button at the same time, just after, right? It will just instantly get them headshot from across map with the sniper.
Yeah, quick scope.
Oh, it is crazy. Yeah, and I'm using the Elo sight with it as well. Like, it's absolutely amazing. I was using it the
With
other
some
day.
quickies, so you're just dropping those rounds in. That thing's
Well,
great.
the quickies don't do a lot to it. What actually affects this gun more is if you pack a punch and then double pack a punch. That's what makes the reload quicker. Try it out
Oh,
next
really?
time.
Because I was getting quickies, and then just going and packing it. You know, I mean, I did all that stuff all at one time. 'Cause I
Yeah,
had a
well,
bunch of
next
money,
time,
so it was
forget
like,
about
pick up
quickies
go
and go.
pack and double pack and stuff.
Yeah, go and pack it first and watch the
Right.
difference after packing it once, packing it two. Look, somebody changed their channel name to Moveface is thick, but Bedo's thicker.
That's right.
He's a chunky butt, yo. I didn't see a triple C in that name though, so that's fake, bro. But yeah.
In a typical week, listen, I got this survey that says in a typical week, how much time do you spend playing video games on a console? And the questions are 1 to 3, 4 to 9, 10 to 15, 16 to 21, or more than 21. It's like, more than,
More than 21, obviously.
Wow, really?
how much do you play video? Yeah, more than that. More
If
than
they ask that over 2 days, I'd still be like more than 21.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like it's less than 24 if it's only in one day.
Yeah. What's the wonder weapon? The wonder weapon is excuse me. Excuse me. The wonder weapon that's been found is the Venom X. Which was a wonder weapon from Extinction. It was a buildable wonder weapon from Extinction, which was also added into multiplayer for Call of Duty Ghosts as well. And this has actually been found in the multiplayer game codes for multiplayer. So it seems like the Venom X is going to be coming to multiplayer as well, which is going to seem very odd to have a wonder weapon in zombies, but then automatically be able to get it in multiplayer.
Exactly.
That does seem weird, but then that is how it works in Call of Duty Ghosts. That's exactly how it worked, so I couldn't see why it couldn't do the same here. But as everybody knows, if it goes to multiplayer, it's coming to zombies no matter what. No matter what form it is coming to zombies. Whether it is just a normal drop like this one. The G-Rail sounds like such a badass name as well.
Oh yeah.
Trash.
I haven't used it yet. There's some of the guns they've had is really good. Like the Trek 50 is completely just Bay. The VPR is Bay. I'm really liking the look of the 44. So you can't have it all, you know. I suppose you can't have it all. The Ogre's not the best weapon in the gun, but then it's better than the Titan, you know. So, and I haven't got the epic variant. It's the Holy G-Rail. Sure is. Holy moly.
I like the Titan just because that one has haste. Like the Warden has haste, which gets you running a little faster. Because the maps are just seeming like I run miles. And the teleportation system on attack, I wasn't super fond of. I'd like to see like in DLC 4, I'd like to see a selectable teleportation thing where you can hop on a pad and pick which pad you go to.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because we've had a lot
Or
of
like Star
teleporters.
Trek style, where you go into the teleporter room and it's like, hey, which one are you gonna go to? Like, oh, I can go to this.
I
one,
like
this
some
one,
more
this
like
one, this
transport system wise. I like more like the boat or something like that, you know, for transport.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the boats for just that one part. But I mean, like they had the zip lines, right?
Yeah. It'd be
and
nice to
then
have little
they
docking
sorta had
ships
that-
on a ship. If they had a ship, you could have like docking ships, which you get in it and then it would dock you. You know,
Or you
and
could
then,
go outside the ship.
yeah,
like
you can go.
EVA.
Yeah,
Exactly. There you go.
or
Yeah,
that,
outside
yeah.
the ship.
The boat was too slow. Yeah, it was a little bit slow, but, it was
But then it's still EVAing is still just taking time to get somewhere. The idea just comes down eventually. It's like, you know, you get to a point where like I just need to be on the other side of the map, and I don't want to take 65 seconds to run there.
Or maybe there could be like two ships or something, and you, for the boss fight, excuse me, you could get
Maybe
to
you
one
just
part
fly
of the
a
ship
ship.
with teleports, yeah, and then for the boss fight, you would get in like instead of a boat, you could get into a ship, you know, a little mini
What if you just
escape
fought him
pod.
with the ship,
Oh, dude,
like
oh no,
ship
no.
guns and shit?
I mean,
Yeah.
they
Like
did
there's
give
one
us death
stage-
rays on this last one. They did give us death rays on the last one. For
Right.
attack.
Revolver
So, I
and a
mean,
boss
we're
fight
using
with
death
bullet
rays. I
points.
mean, the death ray, I mean, they could be the same thing. They could put the death ray on the ship, you know? Who knows?
They make it super co-op. One person's got to fly the ship, and one person's got to shoot the guns and all
The
that stuff.
revolver in Attack of the
Yeah.
Radioactive Thing boss fight with Hollow Point is a one-shot headshot.
What? In the boss fight? What is that?
Mm.
You can't
In the
shoot
boss
the boss with
fight?
the gun, though. You shoot the boss with the death laser. He's talking about just the zombies running around during the
Of course
boss
I
fight.
am.
Oh,
I'm sure.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try it tonight. I'm gonna try the Easter egg tonight.
You know what we should worry about with the patch is the free soul keys on attack, because they obviously addressed that a little bit with the way that they rolled it out. Right?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I don't think. I don't think they
You don't
made.
think it was done on purpose?
No, I don't think they made a whole ending cutscene just to avoid that one little problem. My community is not the biggest mind. We can only give away like.
No, not a whole ending cutscene, but like all the other maps, there's a physical key that appears that you go up and get.
Yeah, but they would have to have changed the ending cutscene because they pick up the soul key in the ending cutscene. They already pick it up in the cutscene. You know? So,
oh, I see what you're saying, because
yes.
he takes it out of the egg.
So it would be silly to pick it up and take it out and then go into the game and then have to pick it up again. You know, because you just picked it up in cutscene. So to say that would be to say like they literally rebuilt the whole ending cutscene just to avoid us doing that, and that just seems like no, way over the top. I expect there's other things they could do to stop it, you know, like when you're doing the bomb step, you can't even press pause. You know, you can't even press pause when you're doing the bomb step. I gotta keep pressing pause a few times when I've done it to make it work. So I don't think.
Yeah, I had one time when it didn't work when I went to press it.
I don't think they're too worried about it, to be honest. I just don't think they're too worried about it. If anything, in my theory, is gonna carry on gameplay because people are not. When World War II comes out, they're just gonna drop it anyway for World War II. Like, just gonna go and play World War II, you know? Just gonna go and play the latest game, I suppose. So it's gonna, you know, and people are not gonna keep struggling to do the same Easter eggs over and over and over again to do the final Easter egg. People will just give up and be like, won't do it. Like I gave up a Modern Warfare Platinum achievement because I couldn't do High Mile Club, and I just give up. I was like, I'm done, not doing it anymore. So I'm not wasting any more time.
I'm really hoping that, I think World War II zombies, like, I'm hoping it's not just like, it doesn't just look like Black Ops 3 where it's just like dark.
Yeah, it looks just like it. It looks just like it. Of course they were going for that because that's what pays well, that's what does well, is what looks like Black Ops 3. The only thing that annoys me is that everybody used to go on about Infinity Ward saying that they're copying Treyarch, which they wasn't, and then they end up. Then in World War II ends up just copying what Treyarch does. So basically, well, not copying, but you know, making what works. You know what I mean?
There's that sandbox open zombie game that's supposed to be coming out eventually.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Here it is, Days Gone.
Days Gone. Is that the one with the advert where they're running around and he's like jumping through a farm, jumping through a barn? And
yeah, you gotta like find stuff and like fix things, but there's just hordes, like massive hordes of zombies.
Days Gone. I'm gonna check that out. Days Gone.
Yeah, someone tweeted this to me not long back.
I think I did.
But the trailer you sent me though was like 2 years old, you know? Or the trailer that somebody sent me was like 2 years old, because I remember looking at the date, and I was like, this must be an old game.
Yeah, this still doesn't have a release date yet.
Oh, this looks amazing. Days Gone. Like this is coming to the DameAndThatGame channel. But it's third person. That's the problem.
I can't wait for this.
Third person?
Yeah, it's third person.
They might have a swap where you can go for, you know what I mean? A lot of third person games these days you can switch over. But yeah.
First person,
yeah, this is a different trailer.
Are you looking at the one on PlayStation.com?
PlayStation EU.
Oh, okay. I'm just on the regular one, but yeah, there's a bunch of videos and there's.
Yeah, no, there's a trailer that's about 2 years old, right? And he's running around the map and he's just jumping through a barn, setting off barrels.
Oh yeah, when there's just all tons and tons of zombies chasing him.
Yeah, and he literally gets himself up to the roof, and then you just got all these zombies coming from every single angle coming into the middle of him. Like, the trailer is like 5-6 minutes long, like, or maybe about 7 minutes long. Yeah. It's a really long freaking trailer.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that's dope. And that was like 2 years ago, because somebody sent it to me. It might have been you. Somebody sent it to me, and I'm like, why have you sent me this?
You
this
can
is
pre-order
like,
it.
This is like 3 years old. Like, this game's obviously been and gone now. Like, but obviously it hasn't come out yet. So, play Days Gone instead of World War II.
Even though you can pre-order it, even though it doesn't have a release date. Oh, here we go. December 29th, 2017.
November, December. Well, then that's going to be a good segue from the first DLC through World War II, and then we can start doing some Days Gone.
Oh yeah, here I'm gonna I'm gonna DM this to you really quick so you can see this picture and this list.
Hey Dame, I just got back if you want me to join. Yeah, be back. Just accept the original invite that I sent you, dude.
Yeah, the Amazon listing for it has a picture of like this horde of like, oh, dude, 100 zombies like coming around this broken ass barn.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'd like to see the original trailer for it now. That was a good trailer. John Miller, thank you for subscribing. Also,
Hello.
Katie Percival as well. Thank you for
Bats
subscribing.
back in.
Be bad.
But
cool,
you
that
know,
wraps up
Dame
the
is
round table.
thicker. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. With a triple C as well. Thank you very much. You know, Dame is thicker. I got that big fat
You guys-
booty. I get that booty.
Oh, G-Rail. I finally got the
What are you guys
G-Rail.
talking
Here we
about
go.
now?
Bebop. Well, we're about to finish up actually, but what was
Dude, this
What-
is someone, dude. Someone just is making new accounts because this person is only subscribed just to you just now. Like someone's
Oh,
just
brilliant.
creating accounts.
You can keep
starting off
making them
with
one.
Boo is thick.
You better make a Bebop is thicker as well, and then the Hellraiser is thicker. What were the other Wonder weapons? I know you didn't trust in it too much, but what was the other information that you got about the other Wonder weapons?
I can find it here. I think it was like the XM1 or something like that.
XM1. That sounds familiar.
Maybe.
It sounds like a rocket launcher. XM1. Charioc of Just Ruined.
Oh no, it's not the XM1. NX1.
NX1.
Yeah. It's an Exodus. It's like a shotgun, I think.
NX1
You built it.
Disruptor.
Yeah, Disruptor.
Disruptor, okay. Oh yeah, because they haven't had any grenade launchers in it really, have they, for this game? So
No, and the Venom X is like a grenade launcher.
OSA has
What
a
it's
grenade
supposed to be.
launcher, and that one Trencher variant has a grenade launcher.
it is a schematic weapon that can be found after getting through the first section of the map for zombies. After finding the appropriate crafting items from the toolboxes, it can be crafted and be obtained as a free third weapon, much like the Venom X series of weapons from previous titles. It comes with 10 rounds but no reserve ammunition. This is because it recharges one round every few seconds, so players practically have unlimited ammo with this weapon. However, one should be
Okay,
mindful about spamming it, as shooting it to a point where its drive ammunition can be hard press a player waiting for it to recharge.
Oh, yeah, it just looks like a launcher.
Yeah, and that was found today as well, was it? In the
No, it's been in there for a while. I think.
oh, that one's been there
If
for
I
a while.
recall
The
correctly.
Venom X was only found
Yeah,
today,
so
though, right? That's brand new.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was added today.
XM53 rocket launcher Black Ops 3. Yes, that was the one. Damn you, thick ass bitch. Just spent 200 keys on summer crates to get Proteus Ice and didn't get it. Rip. Damn it, dude.
Rip.
Damn. Don't worry about it. It's not only that good anyway. Increased movement speed, roll, crouch, glacial. These are the guns that I use for my easy Easter eggs. This hasn't even got glacier, but it works as glacier. But I use this one, which is the legendary. So the DMR Snap Frost, which is glacial and creeper. Increased movement speed while crouched. Or the longbow. Oh, the longbow increases melee damage.
Oh.
Yep.
So I could use that with the cleaver and Slappy Taffy, and probably be like round 25 melees.
Or the Reaver.
The KBS longbow.
Reaver does that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I think
Reaver's-
you have to have it.
oh.
It has to be. I think it has to be your active weapon for that bonus.
Yeah, of course. So I could have.
Yeah, to hold it out.
Of course, yeah. That's good to know. I have Zombie in the house. What is up, my man? And SirEnergyJuice. What's going on, dude? What's going on? There's hopefully tomorrow we're going to be having two live streams tomorrow. 2 freaking live streams. We're going to do like a quick one in the morning, and then
That'd be
I've got
nice.
I'm going to be doing a challenge tomorrow sometime, and that will be my 2 lots of uploads tomorrow. Then the next day I'm going to aim for a zombie news video, then a live stream, and the day after, with all those days, I'm going to try and build all my PNGs from a custom Fate and Fortune card video, and then that should be coming in a few days as well. So I've got a nice bit of content for the for the next few days, double uploads here, there, and everywhere, which is going to be pretty cool because it's been pretty lame on the DameAndThatGame channel lately. We've only had one live stream every day, which is not usually like me. So yes, and
On
I've
the
been
grind.
exercising. I started an exercise schedule today.
Calling it the Dame has been lame channel.
Something. I'm not lame, bro. Anything else? Beaver, you didn't speak about much for predictions of DLC 4, dude. Do you want anything else? Do you want to add anything else to that?
Main thing was like I think Samantha Cross is gonna be prominent. Maybe just the
How do you think they're gonna pull her in?
celebrity quotation. I think she was part of the cryptids. Like I think the whole thing was that she was an enemy because she could control the cryptids or whatever. So she's probably gonna be like the boss or something like that. And they'll have her be like, I don't know what they do, but I think they'll somehow incorporate spaceship battles like from campaign.
Yeah.
You could like go fight cryptids in space or whatever if they're out there. Because they already have it in campaign, so I could easily just put it in zombies. I think that would be a cool boss fight even if you were just in a spaceship and trying to shoot stuff.
What do you want to think the new Skullbusters will be in a spaceship? Shooting skulls with a spaceship.
Maybe? Like, they've
Like some
done a
Galaga
lot of
type
stuff.
crap.
Kira.
That would be cool, actually. You could be like in a spaceship shooting skulls and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. I'm just hoping that maybe you need to have the Skull games done to do some kind of big Easter egg, because that would just be really funny.
There's got to be
My
something
opinion.
big coming. Can we get some big Easter eggs this
Yeah.
time? It's always do the same three things, same three thing
Shall-
times, then boss fight like in Raven Spaceland.
Shaolin wasn't that, and
No.
Radioactive wasn't that. But Raven Spaceland were like the same Easter egg, maybe that. But they've changed it up after the complaints.
Yeah, Shaolin was though. Shaolin was still free rituals, wasn't it? To be fair.
Well, even some of the Easter eggs now are still hard for some people. So
At
I
the
mean,
end of the
Shaolin,
day,
to an
at the end of
extent-
the day, they're always going to be just you go do this task, go do that task, go do this task, you get a reward. Because I mean, that's really all they can put in there. Hey, Kira.
Shaolin, to an
that's really all
extent,
they can put in there.
was a 3-tier thing, but with Raven Spaceland, it was 3 defenses, and then you'd go do that. But in Shaolin, it was puzzles, and then you'd go fight the Rat King.
Yeah, it's
So
sort of
it's still,
three.
it
I
had
know what
the
you were
element,
saying,
but
though,
it
yeah.
was, yeah, but it
To
was
me, attack is the
drastically
only one
different.
that was different. Like attack is the only one that was out there different for me.
Yeah.
Like Shaolin was a lot
think-
more
I think
added. That's one of
Shaolin-
my most favorite Easter eggs. I'm not shit talking. That's one of my most favorite Easter eggs. It was a lot more different, a lot more involved, but it still had the free rituals
lot
in
of
respects.
puzzles.
You know, yeah, a lot of puzzles, which was
Yeah.
awesome. Hella more involved than attack, I think.
I like that Shaolin
yeah.
taught us new things. Like, you know what I mean? Like Morse code. I'm good with Morse code now. That
Yeah,
devil's
Morse
alphabet.
code,
I'm good with
Mahjong.
that
Exactly.
devil's
Dude, I could
alphabet,
open up.
you
I could
know?
open
I
a
mean, I already
pharmacy
played
right now
Mahjong and stuff,
after
but now
after
my
doing
Mahjong
Attack of
games-
the Radioactive thing. I could go and be a scientist now if I wanted. Like I'm literally gonna go and give my resume soon to my local pharmacy and be like, yeah, I completed Attack of the Radioactive thing.
Chad,
Easter
you hear
egg.
that? Dame's gonna be hanging it up. He's gonna hang up his microphone. He's gonna go be a chemist.
I was
Yeah, I'll
this
vlog it.
close to searching up, trying to Easter egg hunt. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go search up how to make a bomb. And I was like, wait a second, I probably
Nope,
shouldn't
I
do
didn't
that.
even do it. I didn't even do it. I wouldn't even dare do that. I can't be like. I wonder how many YouTubers had the door kicked off, or how many people had their door kicked off for googling that.
Oh, for googling stuff.
Yeah,
Just
I wonder-
imagine,
I
like,
wonder
it's
who's-
funny.
Like, I wonder if like NGT Zombies and No J456 right now is on a terrorist list, like terrorist watch list.
You think
Dude,
they
it's the
like,
perfect time to swat somebody.
Yeah.
you think they
Oh
did
my
that
God.
on purpose? Like Infinity
Oh,
Ward,
Lord.
make people search up how to make a bomb.
Yeah, but why? like, like,
It's just funny in my opinion.
like that's like cringy, man. I didn't. Or maybe they thought that in the back of their heads. Like, I thought they thought that was perfect in the studio. Like, yeah, they're gonna think that.
Dave, seriously,
They
you
can't
gotta go
Google it.
somewhere with a resume that says like chemistry experience. Like, I beat the Attack of the Radioactive thing Easter egg like 12 times.
Yeah.
I know it's like not actually. I have people in my chat being like, "Yeah, I'm a major in chemistry." I'm like, "Trust me, this isn't the same thing.
Yeah.
definitely
It's
not.
completely different."
I know if I throw some vodka and some pennies together, I'm gonna get formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'll
know?
put it this way: I
The
put
radio's
baking
like-
soda and vinegar together, and it nearly insta-danged me. Now that ain't freaking happen in real life. I'm telling you right now. I've put baking soda and vinegar
Dude, you could make a
together.
great video of you mixing baking soda and vinegar together, and as it foams up, and then just Photoshop so it, like foams up your whole house, and then you drowned in it.
Get a red screen.
Yeah, great. Wasted.
Be like, they weren't lying. Infinity Ward knows. It's racing. Look at
You get
Moonface. It's like, no, it's racing fuel and quarters. See, chemists everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's a chemist
Acetaldehyde.
now.
Vodka and pennies is acetaldehyde. I apologize.
Nobody, everyone's a chief now. No one's Indian anymore. Everybody's a chief.
My God.
Yeah, man.
I think
good.
it's a good Easter egg in my opinion. Like it's
Well,
not.
we still
super-
think William Shatner's gonna come in as for the secret character now.
I don't know.
Think-
We have a feeling
Is it, like,
It's
we
always
have a- what's your
speculation when it
reasoning
comes to me
behind
until I could find out. Like with Elvira, it was guaranteed proof for me. Like it was done.
Oh yeah. After I
Um,
found the video of the house and everything.
Yeah, but if was that you?
Yeah. it
You
was me.
tweeted me
I
that.
sent it to you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I
It
covered
was
your
the
YouTube
intro
channel on it, wasn't it?
to-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you, yeah. Because I got a lot of feedback on Twitter as well, like a lot of feedback. Yeah, so when I saw that, that was confirmation for me. So until I get that, like, that's when I said in my video, I still said I'm 99.9% sure. No, I think I said I'm 100% sure on that one, actually. That's
So,
when it was
William
confirmation.
Shatner, you want to watch for anything that has to do with horses.
Horses.
Lee Ross hints anything about horses because William Shatner is fucking obsessed with horses. Like, the only thing that he's more into than, like, being a douchey old Star Trek celebrity is horses.
Someone said
Like, he's
Beaver
all,
was
he
thicker than
talks about it
Dane.
all the times.
No, he's not.
He always,
No, he's not. What are you talking about? Dame, that's a
Dame's all
placeholder.
offended.
That's a placeholder date. What are you on about? Jared Potts, placeholder date?
I don't think you can base anything off of who he follows at this point because he follows like everybody.
Yeah, I mean that's what Dane was saying too.
Yeah, I said
and he
that
might
as well,
be trying
but
to throw people off.
I mean-
oh man, he's following Chris Pratt. We're gonna have Star-Lord in this man.
I was told about
I just
Elvira,
feel like he
and he was following
fits
Elvira. That was
with
before you come to me with that information with her house. I was.
Elvira was like a long time back. He followed her. I'm pretty sure that was like DLC 2.
It was, yeah. Well, everybody thought she was coming for DLC 2. Actually, that was the main.
Remember Will
seen us
Smith
on
in
Reddit once.
DLC 1?
No.
That was a big
Oh.
thing. Like people thought it was gonna be Will Smith.
No. I didn't think that. No.
Well, I didn't think it, but that was like a huge thing on Reddit. It was like, well,
No,
that's
I
gonna be
didn't.
in zombies.
I didn't see
That would have been
one.
good though. That would have been good.
I knew I knew that some of them thought Elvira was coming for DLC 3. I knew that one, which
Yeah.
it didn't. DLC 2, sorry. They thought she was coming for DLC 2, but she ended up coming for DLC 3. But yeah, I know. Obviously, like about he follows a lot of people, but he only follows 300. You know, so you've got to make. He doesn't even follow 300. How many does he follow? No, 337.
337.
So they're in there. You know, they're on his follow
Somewhere.
list definitely. So they're in there. So you've just got to then nail it down. You know, and that's why I come across these like Star Trek characters now because we're going into the future now. There ain't no one that was born in the future. So we've got to
Well,
now we've
it's
got to be looking
technically
for...
like a year in the future is extinction. Because the end of extinction was 2018.
Yes, it's still someone in the future, isn't it? Technically.
Well, yeah, like it's current, future, pretty much. But again, with Elvira, like she wasn't 50s, she was 80s, but she covered 50s movies, so it's probably gonna be someone that played in a futuristic movie, like Star Trek, like you're saying.
Venom X, what's this? Oh, this one. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So that's what we want to be doing now, is going through his thing and looking who played as in the future. And that's what we've got 3 people so far. William Shatner, Farmouse, Once Upon a Time. We also have, what's the other guy? Brent Spiner and Ian McKellen. It's not going to be Ian McKellen, is it? It's definitely not going to be.
no,
him.
Ian McKellen's not gonna come do Infinity Ward motion capture and shit. Fuck.
What about Tom Hanks?
So you got Gandalf that's gonna go to Infinity Ward and put on a motion capture suit and sit there with Lee Ross talking about zombies.
Yes.
It's going to be Tom
Thou
Hanks.
shalt not pass.
Oh, it's going to be Mark Ruffalo. Yes, confirmed. Who's Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo again. They
Gonna be
cannot afford that
Hulk
shit.
in a spaceship.
No, it's Ryan Reynolds.
That'd be really
100%
cool.
Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. That's the
Ryan
one.
Reynolds. Yep. Let's put Deadpool in there.
Yeah. it
It's
is.
Donald Trump. Get it together.
Donald Trump.
I have the best spaceship. Another can top.
It's set at the White House. It's Donald Trump, and you're being attacked by liberals.
Oh no, let's not go that route.
Nah.
Let's not go there.
It's all celebrities. You're basically being attacked by Hollywood in general.
I'm
And you're
British.
defending Donald Trump in the White House. On
I'm
the White
British.
House
I
law.
have no idea. What does RQ mean?
Requests?
Oh, okay. DM request.
RQ.
Someone
Maybe?
with a DM request.
Oh yeah.
Yo, top 5 favorite YouTubers. Prestige is key. FaZe Jev, Stonewall Tolbert, It's Delta Elite, and DameAndThatGame. 5th on the list.
Where's
Thanks a
SS
lot,
Sniper
bro.
Wolf?
She's on my list.
Oh,
She
Lord.
is your list.
Right at the
They're gonna
freaking
get-
top, just underneath me.
They're gonna
Yeah,
get.
Dame's list is one person long, and it just says Sniper Wolf on it.
Yeah, 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Sniper Wolf, Sniper Wolf, Leah, Sniper Wolf, Sniper Wolf, Sniper Wolf. Nah, I mean,
Gonna
we
get
can all drink,
Leonardo
can't we?
DiCaprio. I swear.
Yeah, man. that'd
So
be
hey,
sick.
chat, we need some people who are good at Photoshop to make some Dame and Sniper Wolf photos.
No, don't do that. Don't do
Oh,
that. Don't
no.
don't bring any attention to Sniper Wolf. I've
No.
already had people at her and stuff. It's embarrassing. Don't do that.
Dude, she's when I saw her, I think she got 6.1 million subs or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think she's too big to.
Let's,
She
let's
chats to
do
her
a
Twitter
Dame
followers.
raid. Let's do a Dame raid to her.
She chats to her Twitter
Oh,
followers all the
no.
time.
Dame
She's
raid.
on Drama
That'd
Alert
be
right
good.
now. She built Drama Alert. I got Keemstar calling her a bitch and all that. I'm like, what the hell? I will fight him. How dare you? Sausage will sit on him. Murder him.
I'll fight you.
Photoshop the rhino photo of Dame.
Dude, the rhino photo.
The rhino.
I
The rhino.
forgot about the rhino.
Oh Lord, that'd be a good one.
Do you like the rhino? Everybody loves the rhino.
My Lord. Man got
I
a
got a
big smile on
question.
his face on that one.
I didn't know what.
What do you think? What do you think they'll do for like the cross map big Easter egg? Like, what do you think?
It's gonna
that'll
be the
entail?
Yeti, innit? It's gonna be the Yeti. It's gonna
Like,
be
I
like.
think the whole
No,
Yeti thing
watch.
was like
It'll be
it
like
was on
you
the
have to
ritual
go hit the turnstile in Spaceland,
Yeah.
in
pull
space.
something off a wall, and rave. It'll freaking
Oh,
hit the
actually, I
turnstile
was
and
thinking
bang.
that you know how, like the turnstiles going across all the maps. I was thinking
Yeah.
maybe like, it'd be in Spaceland where Lee was like on the roller coaster with the sunglasses on. Like maybe you have to shoot the turnstile inside the roller coaster or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That would be
But-
pretty cool.
But I don't know how you'd figure that out because there's no challenge for it or anything.
There's definitely
They
some
wouldn't know if
Yeah,
you
there's
did
no
it or not.
turnstile at the roller
underlying
coaster.
sort of secret with those turnstiles, right? Because it can't just be like a
Yeah.
mini cross map Easter egg for those two maps. That just don't even make sense. Like,
No.
I don't know if anybody's gone back to Shaolin to try anything since. I done Easter egg the other day. I didn't notice anything different.
I think it'll just go throughout all the maps. But like, does that?
Yeah, that could be true. When there's big updates, they could slip something in. You know what I mean? To like Spaceland or
Could.
something like that.
Yeah.
And you know they wouldn't say anything either because they don't want anyone to just figure it all out so fast.
The play got the rhino saved. Pervert.
Oh, no.
Got my ex-girlfriend on your computer. I'm
Plague's
not
like,
happy.
hey, I can make anyone who retweets this a custom Dame riding a rhinoceros banner for your channel.
It's Nightbot Dame, no. Nightbot's automatic. Hey guys, join the game opportunity. Yeah, Nightbot's automatic. There is
Nightbot
commands for
dot
Nightbot, like this one. I think is a new one that's just been added. I think this works. I'm not sure. I didn't do anything. I didn't know anything about Nightbot, but the commands seem to do it. There you go. Here it does work. Damn it! Should we Damon that game's Rhino reveal?
Jesus Christ.
Hashtag rhinos.
Hashtag Rhino. Yeah, got the ex-girlfriend too. Yeah, the ex-girlfriend's a hoe. I mean, sorry, she bought me a hoe for my birthday along with a fork and a spade to do some
Ah.
gardening
Okay,
in the garden.
that makes sense.
We don't have
Makes
because I live
sense.
10 floors up in a balcony, so I haven't got a garden.
Makes sense.
But she bought me a hoe anyway. A blue chip hoe. How do I
Makes
donate?
sense.
There are links in the description, Mark Roche. Or you could also hit the $sign, the holla holla $sign at the bottom of the chat. You could do either one. Anything else you would like to add today? Anything else? 'Cause your boy's getting tired now.
Yep.
And I feel
I
like
think, like I said, DLC 4. Who knows what's gonna happen with, like we were talking about earlier, with what's going on with Infinity Ward, with them not getting the recognition they need to do what they need to do. I just don't.
You know what they
And
need
like
to
you
do? They
said-
need to give us a fortune card trading system.
oh, are we gonna get any fortune cards with perks? It's not gonna happen, is it?
Because I got so many cards that I don't use. Like, I want to get playing cards
Exactly.
made that look like those fortune cards that I don't use, and go to Infinity Ward and just shower the building with them and say, here, you can have all these back.
Oh, you mean like a disposing system?
It's
Or
been
And then we
British.
could get like,
No, I'm
Like the Newton's
like a
Cookbook
Newton's
or something,
Cookbook?
just because it's like, I mean, how many of you, you know what I mean? Do I
I
need
come from Pakistan.
40 frickin' the ADS one? Shared Fates or
Oh,
something like that, you
yeah.
know? And it's, oh, that one's epic, or it's right at the bottom. It's like, that thing's crap. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, we've got
Give me
nothing
like
but
an amount
change
of
of
money
cards.
once a week.
I've got loads of cards that I don't use. I only use like Perk Insured and the free ones. That's it. Perk Insured,
Yeah.
Eagle-Eyed,
Yeah,
Scope
so I mean, you
Dollars.
think how many cards? You just building them up, never gonna use them. Like, it'd
So
be great
many.
to be able to trade them in on something.
It's like perk insured, sometimes coupon clipper, reanimated,
I hardly
On the
use
Coupon
them
Clipper's
either.
great for Shaolin with that sword.
Black Friday, Rising Phoenix, or playing co-op. That's it. I don't use anything else.
I don't even use Rising Phoenix because I forget to use it. Because I'm like, if one person goes down, I don't want to waste it. So I want to wait until like 2 or
Yeah.
3 people go down, and then but I end up going down like the third person or something, and then I don't get to use it, and then it's game over. And then oh damn,
Yeah.
I should have used Phoenix up. Just don't do it. But
we can only
yeah.
hope that it comes out early. I mean, I hope it comes out early just so we can play it, but let's hope not. Let's hope everything goes like
When
it's
it's
supposed
ready, I hope it's when it comes out.
to. Yeah, when it's ready.
But I mean, looking at Attack, I think that a lot of that map was kind of unfinished.
Do you think that?
From it's just like a lot of it just seems a bit like a lower quality than the rest of the maps. Like some of the polishing on the textures and the models. Like I don't know, maybe it's not, but part of me felt like it was.
Well, Mr.
Sometimes I
Waffle
wonder, are
Waffles
we
made a
just
meme about it,
expecting
didn't
too
he?
much?
Made a meme about it being looking like PS2 graphics.
I did that on Twitter. It's like, you really think so? And it's like a picture of Son or Vice City from PS2 with like 2 polygons. Not really.
It's not quite like that, bro. Well, they took pride
they
in
blow
that.
it out
man.
of proportion, but
Yeah.
oh, what was that?
Lee Ross just said they took quite a lot of pride in the graphics that they put into this game. Like, they put some good graphics in there. When it comes down
I
to
like it.
players'
Yeah, like-
hands and stuff.
I
Like,
mean, I love it. I love the game. I like them all.
I just think that Attack's like textures and stuff, compared to like Spaceland and everything, like it looks not as good. But I say that as like
Shaolin was a
thinking it
beautiful
could be
map, mind,
better
wasn't it?
than others.
Shaolin was absolutely gorgeous with the buildings and all that, and the high towers and.
Oh yeah. that was
Oh
pretty good.
yeah, like the original New York skyline in the background and stuff,
Yeah,
with the trade
yeah.
center and all that. Yeah, no, Shaolin is a very aesthetically is a great map.
Yeah, it's a good map. But
I
when
mean,
you
the
face
monster, the radioactive thing is cool with the water and all that stuff, and it being daytime is nice and different. But yeah, it just doesn't have that same like something about Shaolin. It's just a work of art, like what
Yeah.
they did there. It's great.
Shaolin is definitely out there. I can't choose between Shaolin and Attack yet because I'm currently playing Attack. But I think when I move on to DLC 4, I think I'm going to be able to make my prediction out of those two. I enjoyed Shaolin the other day. But with
Shaolin took me longer to master than Attack.
Shaolin is just not very good for training or having that space around you, you know. Whereas in Attack, there's just you can just train anywhere, you know. There's like 6 places you can
Yeah.
train, so you can always switch up
Yeah,
your
with the
gameplay.
exception of the Rat King layer, you can't do it anywhere in Shaolin. Once
Exactly,
you get past,
it's
round
like Rat King
15.
layer or up by Blue Bolts. Like that is your 2 training spots right there. Anywhere else, you're dead man. You know, just a no go. So, but with Attack, you've just got so many places. Like even with Zombies in the Spaceland, you've got 1, 2, 3
But
good
that's
places.
the thing too with Attack is you can just, I mean, with Attack you can really just kind of go at it for whenever. Like Shaolin, you had to be efficient with what you were doing and with your steps and all that stuff because the round number would matter with attack because it's so big and it's so easy to train. I mean, like what you said, you went to round 51 or something like that before you
Yeah, it's an easy high round map,
popped into
and
my
it
stream
most
and stuff.
definitely.
Once you had the weapons that you wanted, you probably could have gone to round 70, right? But you were tired as hell after doing 50 rounds because it takes forever.
It's kind of strange that the attack high round's super low.
Yeah, that
like
is weird,
round
isn't
50
it?
is like
Top 100s and stuff. Well, 100 and I think 54 will get you to the top 100.
I think so. Yeah.
I
Then
looked
the
at
other
it
map,
earlier and
it's
it was
like
like 100 and something is the top one right now.
Let me
Yeah,
check
somebody else just got
Shaolin.
around 100 yesterday. So there's one guy 103, which is glitched out.
But the thing is too, but you got to look at downs because it's like you know what I mean. Like I could have used that shotgun. Glitch.
No, those
like,
are.
There's times where I could have just gone.
That's total
Downs are
downs.
accumulated over. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, if the total downs and the number of kills like doesn't match up with stuff, it's like something fishy happened.
Shaolin's a harder high round, but like 100 is 128 scenes. It's like I don't.
Yeah, I mean those big brutes, those big krogs, they've got to be giving you like 7 or 8 of those things at a time, where they're flashing you with the light where you can't see and all that stuff. So I feel like.
They just spawn
You
in
know what I mean? When they fix
don't they?
exploits and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
it's max 2.
Yeah.
Like the little
the
glitch
boot.
spots and stuff like that. It's like I feel like those really corrupt the leader.
That glitch spot ain't no good. I've sat in it before myself when I go to the toilet or something like that, and I've come back and I'm dead because they managed to hit
Well,
you.
the krogs are gonna come. The krogs are gonna hit you there.
Yeah.
I only know of the
probably
laser
that's why.
one. That's it. But I just noticed it's just not very good, basically. And if I ever catch anybody
Well,
in
once
it,
once there's krogs coming, it's gonna, you know, what I mean, they're gonna come over there and hit you in that spot.
Speedo is
But I mean,
thick.
with
It's
no
just
krogs,
subscribed.
you
That's a bit late. That's late.
Jeez.
Would you stop spamming face reveal in the chat, please? That's all I'm getting is face reveal, face reveal, face reveal. Oh, there's only 2, 3. Right. I think we better end the stream. You know, I think we better end it because
It's a good spot. We're kicking a horse.
That's right.
there wasn't a lot to talk about today anyway. People were asking me to
Mostly
do
just-
a zombies podcast. Jake Paul swatted twice today. Damn, Jake Paul's getting swatted every 2 minutes, bro.
Got swatted twice.
He got swatted twice today.
Just like reflection of radioactive thing, basically, in the future and everything.
Yeah, so
Well,
I really
afterwards.
wanted to do zombies podcast a week after attack because I wanted to talk about who was first, like the Easter egg. There would have been more to talk about.
Yeah.
But now time went on a little
Yes.
bit. There's less to talk about. And after today, I don't know when the next zombie roundtable is going to be because there is no news at all at the minute. There's not a lot
Well,
of
right
news.
before DLC, I think you should do another one like how you did Attack a week before Attack, and the way we could see what's going on, we know about what we're fixing to get into. I think that was probably the best time to
Well,
do
there might be one in a couple of
podcast.
weeks. Man, we may go over World War II information and whatever.
That would be pretty cool too.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'll start looking into more into that and digging some stuff out.
Yeah,
where we
whatever
can go about with that one.
zombies. No, not zombies, because it is zombies all round.
Once
It's not
once
just Infinite
Comic-Con
Warfare,
ends too, they probably will start doing some advertising for video games and stuff like that again.
Yeah.
So,
Well, guys,
yeah.
I enjoyed it. I guess I'll
Yeah,
holler
thanks
at
for
y'all
hosting
later.
me.
yeah,
for
you're more than
roundtable.
welcome. Yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you, chat, for coming out. Don't forget, leave a like on the video if you can. That would be awesome. Sorry, there was no gameplay today or anything as such. We'll be back to our normal routine tomorrow. Bounties in the morning. So if you're from the UK, go to bed because it's 22 in the morning. But if you're from the UK, then tomorrow, 12-1ish, I'm probably going to do some bounties. It's not going to take long. And then in the evening, we got an awesome challenge. You're going to love the challenge for tomorrow. Boss fight's going to take like 4 hours to do. But you're going to love tomorrow's challenge. Big shout out, big thank you to Beaver, Bido, and Hellraiser. Thank you so much. Becky, you were here. What's up,
Nice
Becky?
talking.
Good night, good night.
All right, Becky.
Let's go and
Becky?
share some love to somebody. If you want to go and watch somebody, I know somebody right now who is doing
No,
free
Mad
soul
Cow's
giveaway.
I think Mad Cow's calling.
Oh no, I'll just put something in now. Much love, Potsy. I know somebody that's doing free soul giveaways right now on Shouting Shuffle. Tom Bomb Baby Show. I was sitting in the stream all day today, chatting and watching and just chatting and watching. So go over to him, hashtag Dane Raid, send us some love over there. Go over there. He's doing free soul key giveaways on Shout and Shuffle. Thank you so much for coming out, guys. Don't forget to leave a like before you leave the stream. And yeah, I will see all your beautiful faces tomorrow, nice and early, hopefully. Not really sure yet. Depends how I feel. Sorry, I had like sort of like a groggy nose, and I had to do like a silent breathe back on it. Weird. Go to my boy, everybody, Tom Bomb Baby. Go and leave a like on his channel, Graver. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next one. Again, big shout out to Beto, and my man Beaver, and Hellraiser. But until the next video, guys, live stream or content, or I need to sort my outro ASAP because it's just way too long. I need something more catchy than that. But this is your boy Dame, and I'm out.